Hello guys and welcome to the first European Championship on BDO console. My name is Zach and I will be your commentator today. I will be here with Lodex and GM Armin. Just for you to know, GM Armin will be 1 hour late because in NA it's still really early, so he will be a bit later, but he will join us for commentating as well. With that being said, we will jump to Hanso's screen in a bit. He's in BA, and then he will also say hello to everyone. Hanso, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited, man. We have 16 guilds here across EU with some of their best players, 3 of their best players, and it's going to be a huge, diverse cast here. You can see them behind me. Everyone's eager to get started. We got some awesome prizes to be given away. And honestly, I just want to see what classes are really strong after this reworks, which I'm sure a lot of people also want to get some inside information on. And I'm super excited for Armin that's going to be joining us here soon as well, because his commentating skills is another level compared to ours. But we will do our best to keep you entertained until he gets here.
If there's anything wrong with the audio, if it's too loud or too quiet, you please have to tell us. We did already a lot of testing before, but so yeah, just for you to know. If there's anything wrong, please let us know in the chat. And with that being said, guys, I think the first teams are already getting ready. And before we jump into the match, we will actually have a look at our brackets and we'll talk a bit about the teams that are fighting. Our first match will be ADclan versus Yggdrasil, followed by Main versus Extreme Academy, going on the tutorial versus TripToValhalla, Revo versus Plebs, Arrow versus Arise, Legion Ultras versus Parca, Ashen versus Bawsdeep, and Nordic vs Yakusa. Those teams are obviously randomized. So yeah, Hans, are you excited?
I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. This is going to be a great start to our tournament. And I'm hoping that we got smooth sailings here today with minimal DCs and a lot of action.
Oh yeah, if there should be any DCs or crashes happening, obviously this can happen. We will just restart the match and we will quickly go over our first team. It will be Yggdrasil versus ADclan. Yggdrasil is like, we have a Sork, a Warrior, and I think it was a Wizard versus a Musa, a Witch, and a Nova, Awakening Nova, obviously. What are your expectations here, Ansel?
Honestly, this can go either way. Obviously, we all know Musa's in a really good place right now, but on Trials, Sorks, especially after the reworks, they have those iframes to be able to dodge that damage that the opponent's pulling out to them, and that Grim, man, it hits hard on these Trial characters. Remember, Trial characters is 258, 260 AP with, I think, 307 DP if you got your journals complete. Warrior's also seen a really good rework, and I think the Warrior will do well into the Wizard, but then again, the Nova's going to do really well on ADclan side against their casters. So this can definitely go either way for me, so I think it's down to the players to see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah. And yeah, guys, I think we're ready to set up. And with that being said, we can give the start shot here to our first match, Yggdrasil versus ADclan, the first European Championship on your console. And with that being said, we can go. Nice. Like I said earlier, GM Armin will join a bit later, just for you to know. But we will get a bit more quiet here to see actually our first match. So, who are your favorites here, Yggdrasil or ADclan? What do you think, Hanso?
I'm gonna go with, I think it was Yggdrasil that had the Sork, right?
It was Yggdrasil with the Sork, yeah. It was Sarek.
I think Sork in Trials is pretty strong, so I'm gonna go for Yggdrasil, but I don't know.
ADclan has this Musa, man. Musa.
It does have Musa.
It is really strong. The damage pressure is really oppressive, and then have an Awakening Nova with a caster together. It will be like really strong. We have 10 seconds until the match starting here. Yeah, so let's see.
Zach, you're gonna have to carry on the commentating for this one because I'm not in the arena, Varsha.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So we have ADclan going in really fast to the middle, trying to get that middle control. Musa and Nova are trying to get some space here. Like Yggdrasil's playing actually really passive. The Nova's going in, the Musa's coming from the side instantly with a Cross Crusher no connection, though Yggdrasil already lost his caster. It seems like there was just too much damage pressure going on. And the Musa's also down to 40%, but also the Sork looks not really good. Like damage-wise, it's definitely.
I guess I was wrong here. Looks like ADclan is definitely taking the advantage in this fight.
The Musa died here. It just got traded down, but Yggdrasil lost his warrior. The first point goes to ADclan. This damage pressure from the Nova with the Musa together is really high. Like they bursted down the caster instantly, and the first point goes to ADclan.
So it looks like ADclan has got the strategy in here, because like you said, they focus the caster. Caster is the least mobile out of all the classes, and with the Musa damage and the Nova damage and the mobility that they have, it's pretty good. For Yggdrasil to come back, I'd say if they either go hard on the enemy caster to at least trade, or try and defend and get a pick off when they're coming in for the attack. But we'll see how they adapt and how this match goes. ADclan with 1 point advantage. Game starting soon.
Are you in the area yet?
No, I'll be coming in after the match.
Oh, okay, you're coming in after the match. Okay. Oh, that's fine. So the second round is starting in a bit. ADclan is rushing for middle control here really fast again. Musa popped the C buff. They are playing a bit more defensive now. Yggdrasil is in the defensive. They rush in to get this instantly traded down. This Sork, the Wizard, the caster is nearly down here. Had to TP or V out. Actually, I think there was 2 Vs popped from Yggdrasil's side. Really nice. Bursted in, got this damage. Yggdrasil is trying to heal themselves here a bit. To get some space. The Musa is trying to get in some damage, but no connection. The warrior was able to block it away. Yggdrasil has to play, be careful here. The Wizard is going down from Yggdrasil, so it's a 1v3, 1 warrior against this bursty combination there. I don't think he will make it.
Yeah, I don't think the Warrior's going to be able to 1v3. Just to go over what happened there at the beginning, the mistake this time Yggdrasil made is they all just stood right next to each other, which was not a good idea. The Sork just got caught out, unfortunately, didn't use the iframes. I mean, the Warrior's doing a good job staying alive for so long.
Good, yeah, but he got traded down. It was too much.
Yeah,
he's dead.
There we go.
The second point goes to ADclan as well. This is a really strong combination with the Musa Nova. They burst in for this instant damage. They can get the speed spell from the caster, what will help them a lot, especially because they are already so fast classes. And this is a really strong team here, like 100% a really strong team. So second point goes to ADclan as well. Yggdrasil definitely needs to adapt here. What do you think how Yggdrasil can do?
Yggdrasil is really on the back foot here. I don't think they've had enough practice before coming in. They're standing a bit too close to each other, and they're not doing anything. They're just waiting for their opponents to come in. Yeah. They're not reacting fast enough. But, you know, anything can happen. It could just be the nerves from the tournament, and if they get it back together here and they can make it into reverse sweep, that would be a pretty epic start. But I got a feeling that ADclan might be cleaning up with a sweep in our first match.
100%. They with their super fast burst, the last match point for ADclan, it has started. We will see if they take the next point. Yggdrasil, it seems like they're playing a bit more passive again. The Nova is going and try to go for the warrior, and the Musa actually got CC'd. Musa is dead. The warrior killed and got the CC on the Nova as well, but he V'd out. And in the meanwhile, the others were fighting the Wizard, trying to get him, but no connection. He was able to get out. Nova got a CC on the Sork, nearly killed him, and yeah, he was able to V. The caster from ADclan also is dead, so it's a 1v3, 1 Nova against 3 Yggdrasils. 1v3s are really hard to deal with, but it's a Nova. It's possible.
Nova is a very strong class, but if it doesn't have XL up without the use of the iframes, if Yggdrasil just play it slow and just chip him away.
He got the knockdown on the warrior, but was not able to follow up with damage. There was just not enough damage here. But he's doing a really good job. But it was nice that Yggdrasil actually tried to get something back here, and they got it. It seems like ADclan is going down, and the next point is going to Yggdrasil. They managed to to get the next point. Nice.
Okay, that was much better. So you saw at the beginning of that round, they actually split up a little bit, which is exactly what you need to do. You can't be standing next to each other. Unless you're attacking together in formation. You can't just be standing idle. next to each other, because you are going to get blown up. And they took that advantage. I think you said it was which is the first class they took down first? The Musa?
It was the Musa, yeah. The Warrior succeeded the Musa. It was a 2v1 actually. The Warrior 2v1 the Musa and the Nova. The Nova had to V. If there would be no V up, he would definitely also kill the Nova. What's really good. And that was definitely the situation where Yggdrasil took over ADclan in this matchup. And maybe we see this again.
Yeah, if they can pull out again and do it a third time, that's going to be a pretty epic start. I think the gates are going to be opening up here soon, so I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, I think it's the 10-second mark already crossed, so we will see the match has commenced. So let's see. I think ADclan definitely needs to change their game plan a bit, but they're a bit more passive. They're trying to stick together. Yggdrasil is a bit more spread out this time again. What's really good. They tried to get some damage off here, but no connection. The caster on ADclan side is nearly dead. 6% health, but he's trying to recover. Was able to get away. Yggdrasil is in the middle, gets traded hard, but the wizard was able to TP out. I think it was the witch, sorry, or the witch. So we got a CC here, but was able to V. The caster on Yggdrasil's side is dead, so it's a 2v3 situation again. There's a lot of trading damage coming from that Musa. We got a CC on the Sork, but no CC connection. The Sork got CC'd as well and is dead as well. Yggdrasil is a 1v3 situation again. And I don't think that the Warrior is able to...
If he's got his E-buff up, he might be able to do something, but without the E-buff, he's
I think he hasn't popped it yet, so maybe it's on cooldown either, or it's possible. Yeah, he popped his E-buff here, but too much damage.
He's taking so much damage.
He's taking so much damage. So the first match is over. We have ADclan winning the first match. Congrats to ADclan, and they will move on to the next bracket here. So let's
I'll be joining you for this next one as well. Unfortunately, I just didn't get into the AOA in time for that match there. But really well played by ADclan. Hopefully Yggdrasil next time when we have a tournament can show us what they can do then. But who's our next match today, Zach?
The next match will be Main versus Extreme Academy. And yeah, what are your expectations on let me quickly get the classes done here real quick. It will be a hard match, I think. It will be an interesting fight as well. So we have Extreme Academy with the Lil Saint on a Wizard versus Neomaz and Kuno and Naughty Noel on a Mystic versus Main, Pinder, Taunted, NGTL, Striker, Guardia, and a Warrior. What are your expectations here, man?
Well, a little bit biased because I'm in Main. And I know Pinder, Taunted, and GTL are top tier players, but I'd like to see what Extreme Academy can do. The X factor here is going to be the Guardian against the Witch/Wizard on Extreme Academy. I think Guardian is going to come out on top. We do have a bit of a mirror match, and there is Ninja. Ninja is pretty good against pretty much every class there. However, when they play together,
I think it's
a Kuno. Sorry.
It's a Kuno, yeah.
Well, Kuno is the same thing. It's very strong against all the classes listed. However, when they play together, it can't survive that damage. So they need to find a way to split up the main team members if they're going to have a chance of winning this one. But I would say my money is on Main.
Yeah, it will be hard for Extreme Academy to deal with, for Extreme Academy to fight Main. But I think they definitely have a chance. Maybe they surprise us here. And I think the match is about to start in a bit.
I'm still not in there yet, so it's going to take a second.
Oh yeah, we're waiting for you. Yeah, we're quickly waiting for you to come into the BA. That should be no problem.
Yeah, going to be a little bit slow on the start here whilst we get everyone into the BA. Yeah. But chat, who do you think is going to win here? We got Extreme Academy versus Main. There we go. I'm coming into the arena right now.
You're coming in, alright. That's good.
One thing I have been very surprised about when it comes to the Guardian Awakening matchup is that thing's got more iframes than Sorks. It feels like that when you're fighting a very experienced Guardian, I should say. And I can tell you Taunted is top tier on that class. And we got the teams readying up here, so we should be starting this round pretty soon.
Yeah, teams are ready to get started. I think they're just getting invited into the AOA. But yeah, the Guardian can pull off a lot of iframes, and especially the Guardian together with the Warrior also. They have a lot of slows, debuffs, especially because in AOA you don't have any buffs, like no Alchemy Stone, nothing that can speed up your attack speed a bit. So yeah, this will be definitely really hard to deal with. But we will jump into the next match any second. It will start in 20 seconds, and we get like a bit more quiet here again.
And one of the big advantages, like you said, there is no attack speed buffs, and you got the slows from Warrior stacking up on the Guardian. And unfortunately, iframes are not as consistent when you are slowed. Sometimes they don't work properly. So hopefully, Extreme Academy is ready for that, and they need to stop those slows. Because if not, they're going to find themselves getting knocked out the iframes a bit too often than they would like. But here we go. The gates have opened up.
So Extreme Academy is definitely here a bit more passive. I think the Kuno already invest main is going actually really aggressive here.
The Kuno tried to get onto GTL. GTL kept himself protected. He's applying the slows onto the Kuno now. Kuno's trying to spin Taunted just for some SA damage, but unfortunately couldn't get a CC on him. Taunted is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
However, they're trading really well into the Wizard, which did just heal their team.
Taunted got a grab onto the Wizard, but he V'd out. So GTL is actually getting there a bit lower. Taunted as well. Kuno is definitely dealing good amount of damage here, trying to do his best. It definitely looks really nice. Like
it looks very even at the minute. Right, unfortunately, the Extreme Academy just lost their striker.
It was a mistake, yeah. I think Pinda killed the Naughty Noelo, and yeah, that's a 2v3. They killed the caster as well, and the Kuno as well. So first point, it goes to main, really now well played, but definitely also really well played from Extreme Academy. Like the Kuno definitely pulled something up. It was really nice.
Yeah, I have to say, Extreme Academy played really well to last that long, and that Kuno made some plays right there. He got very close to getting a few picks. They even got GTL on the ground. They almost killed the Guardian at one point. But like that damage on main side on these trial characters was a bit too much for the was it Witch or Wizard? I say Witcher. It was a bit too much for the Witcher to be able to sustain himself.
It's a Wizard.
It's a Wizard, and eventually it did get taken down. But let's see what happens in round 2. Maybe Extreme Academy can pull it back here. They're playing a bit more aggressive this time.
The Kuno is already going in this, trying to get some CC here. Pinda is going in really hard here, trying to get that caster. Taunted is trying to get some debuffs and some slows off. I think we already saw a V on Extreme Academy side. The Kuno is getting bursted down a lot, 20% health. She's trying to get away, but she is getting traded down, but gets some space here.
Yeah, everyone's still up. We've got a few Vs that have been burned, but what a play by main. Taking out a 2-for-1 right there in that engagement and pulling the V on the Kuno.
Yeah, they bursted down. The Kuno was.
You can just see the formation that these main players have at the minute. When they're coming in, they're staying close together, focusing, and putting out all their damage at the same time.
Yeah.
Really hard to deal with. The Kuno is doing the best she can to stay alive, but she's going to be running out of skills and stamina real soon.
Grabbed here from, and the second point goes to main. I have to really say, like, the Kuno is really playing really good here. I think if she is able to I don't know, to pick like GTL or Pinda out, they maybe have still a chance, but I think they definitely do well.
Yep, I think they've been trying to focus the Guardian, but it's not working. The Kuno. But it's not been working out. The Guardian is probably the hardest class out of all 3 to catch with this specific Guardian. So maybe she just have to change it up and start focusing either the Striker or the Warrior on main's team. So the Warrior would be the easier one to combo down if they do get the catch, because Strikers are still a little bit tanky with Trials, but they're not. They're still squishy at the same time.
Commenced. Kuno's trying to get a CC here, but no connections. Main is sticking together again.
Great grab by GTL, forcing a V already. Now they're focusing on Smart. He does manage to TP away. I say Smart, I meant Sane.
She Taunted had to V here, but Pinda got the CC on the Kuno. The Kuno and the Mystic, they instantly died, and Lil Saint is also had to V here. It's a Wizard in the 1v3 scenario. That's really, really hard, and they got killed by main again. So match point to main 1 against Extreme Academy. But great matches that we had here. Extreme Academy definitely did well here, especially in my opinion the Kuno I like the Kuno in this matchup a lot.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the Kuno. In my opinion, that was the MVP for Extreme Academy's side. But you can see Main's been training hard for this tournament, and it's paying off here. These three players been playing together for a very long time, and you can see that chemistry when it comes to those engages and how they defend each other when someone gets CC'd.
Yeah.
So well done to Main, and who's going to be our next teams?
So the next teams we have will be Tutorial versus TripToValhalla. We know Tutorial already from previous tournaments. They were always like a bit of the underdogs, right? They had really strong fights, and I hope we will see something similar again when it comes to this time. Let's quickly jump into the next matchup: Tutorial versus TripToValhalla. We have a wizard, a witch, and a warrior on Tutorial. Obviously, we have Jon Snow here, but Jon Snow will not play the warrior. He will play the witch, actually. And we have a warrior noob, aka XVII. It's a really talented warrior, and I'm really happy to see that how he will pull up in this matchup. Against TripToValhalla, DK Kano, Cheyenne 2000, and Arena 2 on a DK, LAN, and Tamer. What do you think?
I mean, I want to say TripToValhalla has the advantage, but Tamer's in a weird place right now, which has got a lot of bugs. And we don't have new trial characters as any PC players watching. We have the old trials that have a lot of resistances and no ignore res. So grabs are a bit iffy to get off. So I think the RNG, if it goes well for Tutorial, is going to go for them. Having a witch and a wizard, and it looks like the wizard's also awakening. That's a very stationary class.
Yeah.
DK does a lot of range damage, so the DK can easily be chipping down to that awakened wizard, and that puts a lot of pressure on that class for the LAN and Tamer then to come in and sweep up with the grab. But again, it is all down to the players. If Tutorial have a game plan and a style, and they execute that plan, they can easily take this, because the damage on witch wizards in this scenario, especially the awakened wizard, is really high. What do you think?
You also should not underestimate the DK. Like Awakening DK with the new reboot is really strong. Also on Trial Charts, they have a lot of range pressure with their damage. They have a lot of range capabilities to CC the target or to finish them off. A really good DK can definitely be game changer. With the Tamer and the LAN together, it's definitely a bit like they don't have, like you say, an anchor, right? They're missing like the caster or the tanky class. But I think if they play well, they can definitely pull it off. And we are going to the match, and the next match is starting in, I think, 20 seconds.
I will say I'm happy to see Jon Snow here. He's one of the OG members on console. I remember him from way back in the day.
Yeah, he is.
So it's good to see him turn up in this tournament.
Definitely.
But here we go. We've got Tutorial versus Valhalla starting up here real soon. Right, and 10 seconds until the gates go up. Hopefully people can fight those nerves. I'm sure they're very nervous behind those gates. I know I am when I'm inside playing in tournaments. Let's see how they battle those and how we do in this round.
All right, the
round has started.
Has commenced here, and TripToValhalla.
So Valhalla's kind of staying a little bit back over here, but two of their members are taking the right pillar on the enemy side. You can see them
instantly going onto them. I think we already saw a V here from the Tamer. They're trying to burst each other down, and
you can see that DK damage.
Dead. The DK bursted down the witch, so LTB, aka Jon Snow, is already down. It's a 2v3 already.
Yeah, it's a 2v3. You just saw that DK damage in that engage. Tutorial tried to stay close to each other to out-trade, but the DK just stayed out of range and just chipped them all the way down to zero.
Really, really nice play from the Tamer. He got a nice grab and forced the V, so they can definitely do that. Tutorial has to be really careful. Yeah, they lost a player, but let's see if they can still pull this off.
Yeah, Valhalla is just playing really well. They're staying close to each other. Now they've got the numbers advantage. They're trying to stay uniformed. The Tamer's taking one of the casters on by itself, so the 2v1 can happen on the other end. They're coming in from behind. No picks have happened yet. People staying protected really well. They did get a V from Valhalla. The Awakened Wizard got that V.
The Tamer is nearly dead. What it did was not enough from the Warrior to kill her. And the Warrior's fighting against the LAN, trying to pull her down, but yeah, they have to be really careful, but they're playing really well here in the 2v3
Warrior
scenario.
applied some good slows on Valhalla, got the CC with the bond skill,
yeah.
and takes him down and almost kills the DK. We are back in a 2v2.
No, it's a 2v1. They killed
2v1.
They killed the Tamer and the DK. Really well played from Tutorial here, getting this back. It's a LAN versus like in a 1v2 scenario, and Tutorial gets the point here with a one-player disadvantage. Really well played for them. Really
that was great outplay by Tutorial. What they did there, they were using the pillars and they weren't allowing that DK to get that range damage. They're causing the DK to come a bit closer. They kept backing off, coming in, backing off, coming in. The Warrior did really well, as well as the Awakened Wizard. The Awakened Wizard was on a 1v1 against the Tamer and held his own just long enough for them to be able to regroup. The Warrior got those slows in. The Bond also got the KD, or is it a bound? And they able to finish up there and take 2 players out in quick succession.
Definitely
really well done.
Like I said, the Warrior, like I think XVII, so he's a really talented Warrior. He's I think he's kind of like gearled, but he's in BA all day. He plays the class really well, and that he's in this tournament now, he will pull definitely some nice plays, and we saw this already here. Yeah, I hope we will see more of that.
100%. All right, next round has commenced. I think Tutorial is aware of the damage that DK does, so they should be adapting to that. They're trying to put some ranged poke in, but nothing significant happening at the moment.
They're trying to stick together a bit, and now the Warrior is going in.
The Warrior gets the CC and pulls the V real quick.
Real quick, yeah. Gets another V here from TripToValhalla. They have to be really careful.
You can see that Warrior's just applying really good pressure. Valhalla can't deal with him. Now he's got those slows off again. They had causing that person to disengage. And Tutorial's trying. You could just see the Wizard staying in the back here. Oh.
Yeah.
Arena 2 got taken out, the Tamer.
The Tamer got taken out.
Yeah, got taken out off screen right there. So
the Warrior
it's a 2v3.
It's a 2v3. The Warrior had
1v3.
Oh wow, where did the DK
it's magic, baby.
It's it's
an OV3, another win for Tutorial. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with what the Warrior's doing here.
Yeah, the
He's
Warrior's
actually
playing
controlling
really
the
nice.
match.
He's definitely together with those. I mean, he has 2 speed spells. If they time this, he has like a lot of supportive capabilities from the 2 casters, and he's outplaying like the others really, really well. This is actually a really strong team on Tutorial side. Can't wait to see
It is.
more.
Valhalla really needs to change it up because they're allowing that Warrior to control them. They need to get around and get to those Witch Wizards. At least one person. The LAN's got the flying capability. The LAN needs to get behind, force the TP, and the Tamer needs to be ready to capitalize when the Witch or Wizard TPs. But instead, they're kind of just backing off and they're just allowing that pressure to be put on them by the Warrior, which isn't working out for them too well. Hopefully they can turn it around and get a point back here against Tutorial.
Yeah, I think for Tutorial's match point, let's see if TripToValhalla can actually get this back. So the Tutorial is trying to get the right side here instantly. I think they got the V from the Tamer instantly with the Meteor. DK is trying his best to trade down the Witch, but he heals up.
The DK did a lot of damage,
fast,
but great heal and an unfortunate jump right after. But didn't get punished for that. DK's in the middle, just applying that range damage. Didn't get much off. The Warrior's aware of what's happening. He's just staying protected, but does get knocked down.
Yep, and the Tamer
gets taken out in that engagement.
They have to be careful. The Witch is already really, really low, but nice heal. The DK is trying to get the Witch and got the CC, and it's dead. Like, it's a 2v2, really good, well played by the DK here. And the DK is trying to get some damage on the Warrior. They get him down to 50% health.
Wow,
but
what
double,
a play by the Warrior.
Gets up,
gets behind him, flicks him into the air, and gets both of their Vs right there.
Really well played. This was really, really well played. Like, really nice. That was really nice outplay. The Wizard died. Mac died from the DK. So it's the Warrior versus 2. Got the CC and got the CC. And we maybe see here how he is
this Warrior's got some muscles. He's taking his 2v1 and being the aggressor. They weren't ready for it. Knocks out his first opponent.
Burns down the DK nearly. Like,
He's just
DK.
SA training. It's crazy that he's SA training the DK. DK has got so much damage, but
And
he's
he
full
was
guarding at the right time.
absolutely
and just takes
well
them down.
played here. Like, the Warrior is definitely pulling it off this time. Really well played by the Warrior. We will have a quick look on the replay so we can see that he actually did really well here in this situation. We can see the Warrior getting the double CC here in the middle. What was definitely here getting the outplay, got the double flick here in and get 2 Vs. Really, really well played. Absolutely nice. Can't wait to see more.
Yeah, so far the MVP of the tournament, I'll definitely say it goes to that Warrior right there. He's shown the best individual play so out of all the teams we've had, but it's still early, and there's still plenty more rounds to go. So we'll see if anyone can top our the Warrior on tutorial coming up here soon. And talking about soon, what's the next teams we got here, Zach?
The next match we have is Revo versus Plebs. Revo is on, let me quickly get this. So tutorial moves on to the next round, beats TripToValhalla, GG to them. And Revo versus Plebs is our next match. Plebs with Avail, Stay Comfy, and Moldy Soggy Bread on Kuno, Ninja, and Tamer. And we have Revo with Flames, Etoru, and Oraga Kill on Wizard and Musa and Soak. What do you think?
We got a very ratty team on Pleb's side. That is maximum rat. We got Kuno, we got Ninja, we got Tamer. Revo does have an anchor, so I could definitely see that anchor, the Wizard Flames, being focused. But they've got a Musa and a goddamn Sork on Revo's team.
Yeah.
That is a lot of damage. If the Sork and the Musa time their attacks together, they're going to be one-shotting people combined with a Grim Reaper
100%.
with, let's say, below the belt.
However, I would say Plebs has a lot of iframes.
Plebs does have a lot of iframes. You're 100% right about that.
They have a lot of iframes.
Again, they have the Tamer that's a little bit buggy currently. So I would say the advantage, just because of that reason, does go to Revo. However, if Plebs can capitalize and taking down the anchor for Revo, Plebs is going to get the advantage. But if Revo uses their anchor properly to do that range damage and they peel through him and they focus down someone on Plebs, it can easily go to Revo here. But I don't know. I wouldn't bet money either way. I think either team can win it here.
All right, we're going a bit more quiet here. Again, the match is starting in 10 seconds. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see that match. Both really strong teams. The match has commenced here. We on Revo's side there. Musa is heading for
playing really aggressive, going all the way in already.
Musa is trying to get some damage in the middle. They're trading down already. The Wizard. Oh, the Tamer got deleted instantly. There's another V had to pop from, I think it was the Wizard. Oh, wow, did you see the damage of the Sork and the Musa is insanity. That was insane.
You're just seeing these Grims just delete people right here on char characters. It's nasty.
It's already Kuno 1v3. Plebs definitely need to change their game plan against this much trade damage. The Kuno got CC'd here from a knockdown, so no V available. And Revo already takes the first point. Like,
what an aggressive play from Revo. Yeah. Really impressed with that. Sebs, if you're here, yes, Grim Reaper has got a damage buff. And you can see that in full effect in these trials. Just absolutely deleting people. The damage on Revo's team is crazy high. They've also got the utility of Speed Spell. They have the ability to get healed. And they got that PA as well to help them with the trading. Yeah. So Revo's team is looking really strong. And it looks like they know how to play with each other. Now, Plebs need to turn it around here. They need to split up these classes on the enemy team.
The next match has commenced, so the Revo had to V there, the Musa. Really well played by the Kuno.
Look at that! The damage! All three of them! Two of them are dead! The third one gets up! I'm telling you, Sork is fucking busted, my friend!
Oh my
god!
What a play! What a play! That was really well played. They got instantly this Grim is really strong. Like, this is insanely. We actually have a replay here for you guys, so you can watch it again. This was absolutely insane. Wait a second.
And you see that he didn't go for the re-CC, which is really smart, because he wants to just kill them with the damage and not allow them to V. That was a really clever play by the Sork right there.
So we see the Sork damage here instantly burst down 2 of them, and the other one has to gap up. Really well
They just
played.
disappeared, bro. What was that? They were there and then they were gone. All right, next round started.
They need to change again, otherwise Revo will take this really fast. Musa is going for the Tamer, instantly nearly dead. Like, was able to V there. The Sork got the seed, but had to V, was able to V, so still in the match. This damage on those classes is insanity.
Oh, great Shadow Stomp, and that was a good V as well from the Shadow Stomp.
Oh, the wizard got traded down. The Musa is also trying to trade the Kuno, but it's able to get back up. So it's a 2v3, 2 Rebels against 3 Plebs. They still have this massive damage with Sork and Musa, so they still need to be careful. The Musa got deleted though, so and they got the Sork as well.
The Sork on the
really
ground.
well played,
really well played, Plebs.
Really well played. They outplayed them at this time. Really nice.
I think they realized they started putting slows on that Musa. Slows are still really effective at bringing down that Musa and allowing him not to be as evasive as he normally is. So maybe they could do that again. Illusion of Restraint for the Ninja. That's a really good choice to try and place that slow on the Musa, and as well, I think Kuno has a slow. Can't remember what the slow is for Kuno though. But we got 2-1 to Revo.
It's called Shackles, by the way. It's called Shackles.
Shackles.
All right.
Well, Shackles. Ninja has that as well. Shackles, you got to be careful because Shackles is unprotected.
It's still a decent. Well, the next match has commenced. So they're trying to get really aggressive again and burst it down the Tamer instantly.
Tamer's already gone. Every round
really
he's just disappearing at the beginning.
The damage is too much here from the Sork and the Musa. The Comfy has to be really careful here on this Ninja. They're trying to outplay, but the Sork got the CC on the Kuno here. Was able to kill her, so it's 1 Ninja again in the 1v3 scenario. And they took the victory here. And this was a match point for Revo. Really well played. Revo wins over Plebs. What do you think, Hanso?
I'm excited to see how far Revo can go, because that was really impressive right there. Great plays. Plebs did really well to bring it back on that 1 round, but like I said, when you combine the Musa with the Sork in these trial scenarios, it's really, really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if anyone can.
For this match, the next match will actually take a while. GM Armin will join us in a bit, so we have to invite him to the AOA so he can have a look as well, obviously. So he will join us for the commentary in a bit.
I'm here.
Yeah. Hey Armin, how are you doing?
How's it going, man? I just enjoyed watching Moldy Soggy Bread. That was a great time. Hi chat, how's it going? Sorry for the bit of a delay, but we're here now.
Yeah, what time is it over there in NA?
It's 8:44 a.m. Had some issues with the tech, so we were doing a bit of setup, but I'm looking forward to. I only missed 4 matches, so it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It's not that bad.
I think the chat's ready for you. They're ready for that next level commentating.
We'll see how it goes, man. This camera controlling is definitely different from PC on a controller.
It's 100%. Yeah,
it's a little bit rough. So
rough,
me and Zek do it differently. I just walk around with my character. Zek does what you're seeing right now on your screen, where he goes.
It's the overall view. Yeah.
It might be easier to follow them if you're not used to using a controller.
You can't. You can't follow one character like on PC. It's not.
Follow them with your character.
Yeah. You on the thing on PC, you can just click on one character and then the camera follows them automatically. You can't do this on console.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just do the overhead control. It's not too bad. But regardless, our next match. What do we got coming up here?
The next match, let's actually see, it's Arrow versus Arise. Arise, really strong PvP guilds here on the console. Arrow is a relatively new guild, but also with experienced PvP players. Let me actually get the classes here real quick. But Hanso, what do you think? You know those guilds already.
I know the guilds, but I can't remember the players playing in those guilds. So pop those up, and then we can have a look. I recognize Arise, and I'd say just by guild name, I'd go with Arise. But again, it's best 3 players in your guild, so Eric can easily turn this around.
So we have Arrow with Avahaza on a Hashashin, Obsessia on a Sork, and a local E-girl on a Ranger, I think the Suck Ranger, on against Arise with this Ninja, DK, and an Archer.
Honestly, that's a really fun matchup. I always favor Sorks in these scenarios. I think Sorks are really good in the current trials. But that being said, Archer and a DK, that's a lot of range pressure that allows Pig Butcher, one of the best Awakened Ninjas EU, to be able to easily pick someone off in the back, and he will definitely be focusing on that Ranger. What about you, Armin? What do you think about these matchups, these classes?
Well, obviously PC perspective is a little bit different from console on some of these class matchups. Personally, just looking at it from a baseline, with the new Ranger rework and a lot of pressure she can put out using her new Rabam, or her old Rabam, but kind of with those new skills, Ranger can put a lot of pressure, especially on a Ninja. So I'm actually just going to go with the Sork Ranger Hash team. I think it's looking pretty good here.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, that knockback is a bit hard for the Ghost Step to deal with.
Yeah, it's got a lot of hit rate. Especially, I don't know if you ever fought it going with like a speed buff from like a Witcher Wiz, but it's pretty deadly. Regardless, so we have 10 seconds coming in. Our first match here, or my first match so far, from the console side. Let's get it going. I'm interested to see how fast these guys can play. Alrighty.
It's probably
Gates are up. What's up?
Gates up. That's fine.
There we go. Gates are up now. Arise coming in now with air already straight in the backline. Hash is going to be dropping some sand tornadoes. Archer shots coming in from the rack. Ranger's going to be trying to trade him. Meanwhile, in the middle right there, GP is going to be dropping a wheel. Meanwhile, falls up by Lunacy. Unfortunately, no connection. Goes for the damage trade. Is potentially going to force a V. No. E-buff is going to be coming out from the Sork now, though. On the backline, down 50%. Hash taking a little bit of damage here. Ranger coming in. Going to be trying to drop some poke onto the Archer. Unfortunately, he's still going to be full protected. There's a CC in the middle. Immediately forces a V, but a secondary fall from the DK. Throws that seeds and gets a second with the wheel now. DK already popped off and forces two. V's coming out. V's now going to be regenning on the backside. Air coming back in. Drops a siege. Long range shattering damage. Sork going to be in the middle right there. Dropping the blaze. Unfortunately, almost got CC'd out of them a little too late. Ninja coming back in. Going to go for the Mercy here. No C swaps. Goes back to the side. Meanwhile, in the middle right there, you can see the long range seeds coming in one more time. Archer in the middle. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Ninja hot. Following him around. Ooh, CC in the middle now. Ninja's going to be coming in for the follow-up damage trade. And there's the damage. Gets the kill. And now it's a Hash and a 1v3 in the final damage chunk to finish it off. 3 alive. Arise takes the first round.
Really well played from Arise. Yeah, like we said earlier, Arise is a really, really well-trained team. They did train a lot for this tournament. And they take this first point. Really well played by them.
100%. The Ranger was the first one to go down. Let's see if they can repeat that or if Eric can turn it around in the next match.
Yeah, they definitely need to adapt here a bit. But it's a hard matchup, so definitely well played by both teams.
I mean, the damage trading is kind of crazy, especially with those old trials, right?
Yeah,
so
we still have the old
you really got to be careful.
Yeah, 100%. With the old trials, like, those matches can be over really fast, especially when you have a lot of trading classes on your side of the team. We saw this with Revo earlier. They just bursted down like 2 people in like
DK,
5 seconds.
Musar and
Sork.
The damage on those 3 classes is pretty intense in these scenarios.
Yeah, for sure. But I was surprised to see the Sork die there. I honestly missed it. Regardless, second round now starting up. You're going to see the long-range trade coming here and here. Archer is going to be holding that buff with that key buff. He's going to be doing a lot of damage trade. Sork immediately is going to be going in. Drops a seed right there. On the backline, Sam's going to get sit. Unfortunately, managed to get out just in time right there, though. Meanwhile, just a whole bunch of damage coming out from these long-range classes. They're going to try and pressure out the Ranger here on the backline, though. You can see the Ninja falling up. Gets him. Unfortunately, ends up missing the boss starter. Meanwhile, you have a 1v1 coming out with the Archer and the Hash right here. It seems like nothing's going to be happening so far. Meanwhile, DK comes in. Is going to be trying to get rid of that Sork. Pushes him away. Ranger died in the meantime. Unfortunately, a bit of a squishy class right there. Drops a wheel. DK getting the trade off. Unfortunately, Sork no CC. Archer on the side right there. DK is just going to be holding the key block. No, the Hash, sorry. Trading 1v1 right here. Needs to be careful of that air to Sol. Seed coming in. Gets a long range trade one more time. Backing up. DK holding the key block in the middle. Waiting for these Vs to end. DOD dropped right there. Unfortunately, no stiffing connection. But the Ninja comes in raw. Gets the Serpent off. There's a final damage trade in the Archer to get the support. Now in a 1v3. Not going to be able to do enough. And the second raise once again going to Arise.
Going to Arise. Really nice played from them.
Yeah, Arise are just playing really well together here. They've a relatively OG guild, and these players as well, especially when it comes to Pig Butcher, Button Smasher, they're really good. So it's going to be hard for Era to turn this around. And it's really hard for the Ranger to survive in all the damage that's been cast out right there. And I think Arise realizes that, and they're always taking them out first in all of these engagements. So they do need to turn it around and think of a way to not let that happen in the next round.
Yeah, the damage against the Ranger is really impressive. He has to be really careful to not get caught instantly. But yeah, and chat, yes, the Armin is from PC. Just because you asked.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know the console meta that much on like how these classes work. Because obviously, you know, controller gameplay is very different. It is really different on how much you can do. Yeah. Right, so the third round now starting. The fights are so spread out compared to PC. It's very interesting to see here. Regardless, in the middle, once again, Air's going to be trying to go to the side, but the DOD just comes in raw. Ninja falls out with a stomp, immediately forces 2 to V, and now in a 1v3, the Sword's going to be trying to survive. He's going to be able to do it since he is on that Sword. Gets a CC on 1 as well. Hash now coming in back out of the V. Sam on the ground, but unfortunately, CC in the middle. Air is going to be no V available in the second one with the Ranger. Had Zork now in a 1v3 scenario is going to be him against all odds. He needs to be careful of that damage trade, but you can see it already. The final shot from the Archer to finish it, and 3-0 Arise come out on top.
So Arise got the match point here. Congrats to them. Really well played by both teams, but Arise was just too oppressive here. We have a quick replay from the last second, like the 2 CCs from the Archer at the start was really well played by them. So you guys can quickly see that again. That definitely, I think in my opinion, that definitely won them the match. The instant shot from the Archer here forced the V from 2 of those Arrow players. Really well played. And yeah,
Arise looks like one of the teams we need to be looking out for in this tournament. I think Arise and Revo so far have been the most impressive teams that I've seen, and especially that Warrior that we saw earlier as well. I want to see what he can do to turn things around in the future fights. But talk about future fights, Zach. Who we got coming up next?
So first off, we jump to the brackets real quick. The next match we have is Legion Ultras versus La Parca, or La Parca. Legion Ultras also, both Legion Ultras and La Parca, they are also relatively like old skills. They are around for like a long time. So let me quickly get those teams up. We have Legion Ultras with an DK and a Wizard and a Ranger versus La Parca. It's a Hush, Sage, and a Kuno.
Do we know if that Sage is Awakened or Succession?
It's an Awakening Sage.
An Awakened Sage. Okay, looking at these teams, I would put my money on Legion Ultras. They got the super range damage over here, but La Parca does have the Kuno that can get in there real fast, and with the Sage being able to leap in the back, and obviously the tornadoes from the Hashashin, the Parca could definitely win it. But DK right now on these trials does a lot of damage, so we're gonna have to see what happens here. But Armin, what do you think about these teams?
Well, is this a Succession Kuno? I believe it is.
It is.
Succession Kuno is really scary with how protected it is, especially on PC. So going to the comp, she can just pretty much run over Ranger, especially if you're not a very experienced Ranger. Same with the caster right there. So the DK is kind of just the main damage chunk here. And even for that, you do have a Hash to follow up. Is a Sage Awakening or Succession?
It's Awakened Sage. Yeah.
Awakened Sage. So he's going to be able to move around a little more. I don't know. La Parca's comp kind of looking a little fast and a little scary, man.
Yeah, we'll see how this turns out. So the match is starting, and I think in 20 seconds. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this will go. But I'm definitely also, I think, class-wise with La Parca here, especially also I saw Succession Kuno is also really strong on console. I think it's a bit of a sleeper class that we don't have a lot of Sakunos. Maybe
we don't have a lot, but I have been noticing a few more people trying out that class recently. So glad to see they're having fun, because before the reworks there was literally 0 Succession Kunos on console. Yeah,
that is true. The 10 seconds until the match is starting. So first round for La Parca versus Legion Ultras. Let's go.
Alrighty, first round starting up here. Already, we need to be careful of that early caster meter. You can see it right there. Some people getting caught, but the Hash gets a CC as well. But unfortunately, no fob. The peel came in. Ranger long range CC can be trying to get something going off here. You can see already in the backline, Ranger getting pressured out. Trades coming out in the middle. Already people dropping low. Novi's just out yet. Ooh, there's a Hash comes in with the Airs Assault. Secondary KD is going to get a follow-up. No, but gets the V off right there. Kuno on top of this Ranger right there has already forced the V out of him now. 2 Vs now out. No, Ranger just straight up died. And you can see in the middle right there, another CC came in, down to 20%. Needs to be careful here. DK dropping deadly low. Frontal guard came in, got the CC on 2, and instantly forced the V. Clutches out. Sage comes in on the succession. He's going to get the CC on a 1, gets the damage trade. DK gets a peel as well, forces him off, but unfortunately his boy's at 1. He's going to manage to end up dying. Final damage comes in, and there it is to get the kill. Does not matter.
Really well played.
Yeah, it looks like Parca did exactly what Armin said. They focused the Ranger at the beginning right there, and they took that victory. Took down the Ranger. That was a succession by the looks of it, Succession Sage.
It was a
really
success.
well
It was success. Sorry, I was wrong on that. Yeah, it was Succession Sage. But in this combination with like two assassin classes, I think with all those iframes that he has, it's really nice. It's a really nice team actually. It's definitely stronger than I thought.
Yeah, I mean,
he did a
the
really good
damage
job holding
potential
it back.
is kind of crazy here coming out from the... I'm surprised you guys don't have suck Kunos, man. That class is scary.
It is. It definitely is.
Right now, there's a few more people playing it, but literally before the rework, Kuno was a myth. It was a literal myth.
That's fair.
Yeah, on console things are a bit slower, so I think the class that are a bit slow, like Guardia, for example, Striker, that they're getting played way more often than the fast ones.
Makes sense. Regardless, second round now starting up here. You're going to see the Hash once again go into the NATOs here this time, actually. Sorry, he's not going to be going for that long-range stiffen just yet. You can see the range pressure coming out from the Ranger. Goes immediately in. Goes for an unprotected engage. He's going to get CC'd up with the Meteor Ball on the back line. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, Kuno goes a little too far. The Ranger turns it around. Comes out on top. 1v already coming out. L Ultra pulling out ahead here. There's a CC on a 2. Novi available that time. Ends up dying. 3v2 here now. Laparca is going to be backing up, getting a group off. L Ultra pulls out behind Sage, kiting out a little bit. Ranger down to 10% here. Needs to be careful from any kind of damage trade he can take. Hash drops a descent in the middle right there. You see the DK on the back line next to the Sage. Nothing happens just yet. Caster backing up slowly. Hash comes out behind him, gets a CC, kills him. Now in a 1v2 scenario here. Oh, what happened? The turnaround. Laparca ends up pulling it back, ended up killing the Ranger off screen right there. Didn't manage to catch that, unfortunately. Sage pulling up behind him. Final damage trade right there. Gets the kill, and I don't even know how DK survives through that, man.
I got a feeling that the Ranger might have forgotten pots, because his health did not go back up.
Yeah, was that just me? Yeah, it just didn't go up, right?
Yeah, it just didn't go up.
No, it didn't.
I hope a message to check his pots.
I mean,
being on a switcher class and not having the heals, it's not going to be working for you.
Yeah, he is on a Awakening Ranger. I was hoping he was in Succession. That is feels like a hard grief in AOA. But he beat the Kuno that time, so I mean they made progress.
Yeah.
We will see if they can pull this out in the last round. But La Paz is definitely the oppressive in the team here, so Legion Ultras have to find a way to counter them. And yeah, we will see this in 10 seconds how this turn out. And this is match point for La Parca. If they win, they will move on. And yeah, we have a few seconds until the match is commenced. And
gates now opening here, third round. E-buffs are available for L Ultra side. They're going to be popping the early PA here. Immediate instant engage down the middle. Are not going to manage to get anything. Pink Elephant down on the ground in the middle right there. Kuno comes in, drops a flash touch, descend in the middle. Sees dropping Q, a bunch of damage. Sage is going to get out with 20% HP. He's going to get chased down right here. No. DK falls up behind him. Unfortunately, no connection just yet on the backside. Pink Elephant comes out of V. He's going to be dropping the meter, trying to get something off. Ranger fighting 1v1 here against the Kuno. Not managing to get anything just yet. Hash is coming out behind him. Oh no, Kuno comes up behind him, gets the CC, final damage trade, comes out on top, and now the secondary as well. DK's now down. Caster in a 1v3 scenario here against two block jump classes. This is going to be a rough one. Goes in the middle, drops a Voltaic, secondary Frederick, tries to go for the CC on the Kuno, is going to be full SA, not going to manage to get anything, gets behind his frontal guard, backing up a little bit, needs to be careful of the descent. The Stomp comes in to get the catch, and the final damage right there. Laparca come out and get the dub.
Really well played by Laparca. Yeah.
Yeah, really well played. They took the sweep right there. And Armin was 100% right. They used those rat classes and definitely focused down the Ranger. The Ranger did pretty well. He did, like was said, take on the 1v1 once, but it just was too much for him to be able to handle. So well done to the Parca. Unfortunate for Legion Ultra, but what did you think about that round, Zach?
I was a bit surprised by La Parca's team. Like, they're definitely way stronger than I thought. But they played also really well by focusing the right targets. They played well together. Legion Ultra was not able to adapt to that, but they still did a good job. But yeah, I think La Parca turns out way stronger this tournament than I originally thought. We will see them fighting against Rise, and this will be definitely an interesting match now, where I've seen how strong they actually can be. So the next matchup we have, let me quickly get everything ready here, will be Ashen versus Bawsdeep. And this will also be like an interesting matchup to see. We have Bawsdeep with Sin on an Awakening Soak, Savior on Hash, Dragon on Ninja Awakening. I think he's playing
Succession.
Succession, yeah. Against Ashen, Infinity Wash on a DK, also a Ninja, and Schmidt on Tamer. What do you guys
So we've got a lot of rally classes here. I know I've played against Dragon. He's a very good Succession Ninja, one of the better ones on EU, if not one of the best.
Do you actually mean that, or do you mean that like the other guy where you're like, yeah, he's really good?
No, he's really good. He can definitely put me on the back seat quite a lot. But they've also got the Sork. For me, whenever I see a Sork, I always root for that team because it's very strong in this AOA. But Armin, what do you think before we start?
Well, the guy, he's playing Succession Ninja, so I mean, my bias has got to kick in, man. I hope he wins, but he's got to show out. He's got to show out.
100%. Gates are down. Match is going to start in 10 seconds.
All right, we get a bit more quiet here again to see how it goes. But yeah, this will be an interesting match to watch as well. I'm interested to see.
You guys got score predictions? Final score predictions here?
I think Bawsdeep's going to win this 3-1.
All right, 3-1. 3-1. Let's see how this goes. Straight in the middle right there. Hash. Blades pops out. We're going to see any kind of CC. A bit of a slower play right here. There's a connection now. DOD comes out. Nothing coming out just yet. Drops a blade spin. Hash, meanwhile, dropping the slow in the middle. Anyone caught in the middle, that is going to be a bit rough. Ooh, Sork gets a catch on a 1. GRJ, immediate fallout forces a V. Meanwhile, a secondary as well. No V available on that one. That was a KD. DK now down. Ninja goes in the middle. Goes for the stomp. Unfortunately, doesn't man get any kind of connection. Bawsdeep hard trading these guys. Ninja drops down over from Ashen's side. And now in a 1v3 scenario, Tamer. You can pull this off. Moonlight comes out. If you pull this off, you're honestly a god. WWing evade. Gets away. Hash falling closely behind air. Ooh, needs to be careful right here. Backing up again. Ninja comes out from the side. Looking for the stop. Unfortunately, no connection is going to be in that SA. Drops the iframe. Frontal guard comes out. Gets the CC on a 1. No. Got the CC. Got the V. But unfortunately, too much damage. And the frontal guard broke. 1-0 Bawsdeep.
Really well
yeah,
played.
Bawsdeep played so aggressive right there, and 100%. That was a really good play. They forced 1v and killed another guy almost at the same time.
Yeah, but Schmidt also did a real job as surviving as a tamer that long is really nice.
Yep.
I think he's
WW only recently got fixed there on console, so that's something they're probably getting used to using.
Yeah, like WW movement on console is something else.
Yeah.
I mean,
next round will be started soon.
Right, you know, I mean, Tamer. I mean, there's some really good tamers on PC that can try and pull that off, but it's very hard, especially on old trials. So it is how it is. 1-0 here so far. BD taking the lead. DOD in the middle right there. Already Schmidt in a really hard position. Is going to be forced back. Spectral, meanwhile, on the backside is going to get CC dropped down, and the Ninja Hero is down already. One shot, no chance. DK to follow him up, and now in a 1v3 again. Schmidt's going to have to try and pull it back. Sork goes in, tries to go for the TBS. No connection, unfortunately. Kiting away. Gets some distance. Hash goes with a long-range CC right there. Not going to manage to get anything. Ninja comes in hard. Drops the stomp. Gets the CC behind him, and 2-0. Man, this is relentless.
It is.
Yeah, Bawsdeep. Ashen tried to play aggressive, and they just got caught in the middle instantly. Bawsdeep just looks like it's going to be a 3-0 here. My prediction might have been wrong.
Yeah, Bawsdeep, like, you have to tell that Bawsdeep is like, they have really experienced players. They're PvPing like forever, pretty much. Ashen is still quite a new guild. I think they haven't been around for that long, but yeah. I don't know if they can pull this back. If they can change game plan, but I think Bawsdeep will definitely get the win here.
Did you guys even see how the Ninja died? I actually didn't even catch it. I just saw his HP go 100 to 0.
He got traded down like, instantly.
That's usually what happens on these draw characters.
Alright, yeah, third round. Starting here. I'm going to follow him a little bit to see how long he's right. Oh, DOD long range catch. Unfortunately, a little too slow. Hero CC'd again. That's a KD. No V. Oh, barely got out right there. It's going to be kinding away now. Chase comes out. CC's in the middle. Ashen, infinite. That's a GRJ. UV'd a little too late. Gets dropped down. 2v3 right here. Sark in the middle. Hero tries to go for the stomp. Blade spin. Long lingering. Unfortunately, a little too slow right there. Is going to get CC'd as well. Gets caught. And it's just like deja vu. There's a CC. There's a stiffen. There's a stun. Not going to be enough, and it almost felt like he gave up. Bawsdeep Great name, by the way. Take it 3-0, and we'll be moving on to our top 8.
Really well played by Bawsdeep. They got the victory against Ashen. It was definitely one-sided, but yeah, Bawsdeep has a really strong team.
Yeah, Bawsdeep has some of the best PvPers on EU. They are the #2 guild, so they had a lot of choice when it came to putting this team together, and I'm happy that they put a Suck Ninja on their team.
When it comes to Bawsdeep, they did an in-house Bawsdeep tournament, and they kind of used that tournament to figure out who will participate in this tournament. So they definitely had the best people available for this tournament, and I'm really excited to see more of them. But yeah, Bawsdeep will move on to the next round. And the next players, the next skills we will have is Yakusa versus Nordic. Yakusa is actually really old skills. Like I don't know how crazy they are with PvP, but I recognize the name. Like they are really old. I think they may be even OG. Like they have like their players are playing like for a long time. Against Nordic, I think it's a Russian guild, Nordic. I haven't seen a lot from them, but I'm really excited to see that matchup. We have Mofinka on Sorg, Karpusta on Guardia, and Moloko Materi on Striker versus the Yakuza's team, and Hush Dragoness on Sage, I think it's Awakening Sage, and Triviago and Ninja. I think it's Awakening. What do you guys think?
I don't know, this could go either way. Nordic's got a bigger anchor with the Guardian. If it is an Awakened Guardian, that's a lot of iframes, and if they know how to use it, it's really hard to CC the Awakened Guardian AoA on these trials. But that being said, I think this one can go either way. I like seeing ninjas, I like seeing sorks, so I'm not going to throw my hat on either team here. What would you say, Armin?
Honestly, I'm just wondering, how do I exit Observer Cam?
That's a good question, Zach.
You have to hold Y.
Oh, you have to hold Y. All right. As for comp, honestly, I'm not sure how it works. Is Guardian really easy to catch on console, or is it just kind of pretty hard for you guys?
It depends on the Guardian. If it's an Awakened Guardian, it's incredibly hard to catch.
Incredibly hard.
I mean, it depends on how good they are, right? Awakening Guardian, they can utilize a lot of iframes. They can linger a lot of iframes if they're aware of that and they use that properly. It can be hard to catch them. If he's playing Suck, then obviously it's a bit easier, but also the trade damage and the group support with this with the circle for the DP buff, especially on all trials, will be really come in handy. But
okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll give it to Nordic here. I think they got that kind of ball-heavy, stick-together comp, and I think Yakuza, unless the Ninja can make some good plays, I think it's going to be hard, because unfortunately, they don't have a lot of easy-to-access grabs. I mean, you have a Hash. I don't know if he's on Succession or Awakening, but we'll have to see.
Looks like he's Succession.
Oh, he looks like he sucks. So they're limited to 2 grabs here. The Sage can get one off, but I think it's going to be such a long animation, they might end up dying. So unless the Ninja can pop off here, I'm going to give it to Nordic.
Yeah. Well, the gates are down, so we're going to be starting soon. I think the Ninja might be Succession. I never saw him pull out his katanas there, but it is definitely a Succession Hash
maybe.
And an Awakened Sage on the Yakuza side.
So 20 seconds until the match is starting. I have really no expectations for this round. Like, I haven't seen those skills a lot, but yeah, class-wise,
the players.
Class guys, I would give it to Nordic as well.
Hey man, listen, don't down out the little guys, man. You guys are, so toxic.
Well, what?
Oh,
no.
No, we just don't recognize it, so we don't know who's
All right, we'll see what happens. All right, round starting up, already in the middle right here. Sage gonna be, DOD there, straight down the middle. Striker's gonna be dropping the leg drop. Meanwhile, Succession Guardian dropping some damage, dropping some heat. Needs to be careful. Team backing up a little bit. Sees in the middle right there. GRJ immediately backs up. Sage roll. Unfortunately, gets caught by the Nightmare. Backing up, secondary TBS, drops it, gets the V out. Straight in the middle. Ooh, Guardian got the CC. Ninja got the trade right there. Is going to be on the ground himself. Unfortunately, is not going to... Oh, got the V off just in time right there. Looks like he was KD. Got up from the wake up animation. Backing up now. Sage comes in the middle. Dropping some damage. Ooh, there's a lightning prison as well. Gets a stun off on a 1. Nordic drops 1 already. Guardian taking some damage as well. Down and drops to 0. In a 1v3 scenario, Sork's going to be trying to live it through it all. GRJ gets a fat trade right there. Unfortunately, drops to 40% himself as well. Backing up a little bit. Has Nightmare if he wants to go into. There's a Nightmare now. Holding off for a few seconds. He's going to wait. If they can get this exit, they can get an early connection right here. Over on the side. Ooh, goes to the side right there. The team is not going to look to follow it up. He's going to wait a little bit. Needs to be careful of that block jump of the air to assault. Backing up. He's going to look for the GRJ when he can here. The damage trade is just a little too much, though. Try to charge it up and get CC'd, or sorry, gets just chunked down. Yakuza take the first round.
Yeah, seems our expectations were like Yakuza did definitely a really good job there.
Yeah, I'm going to try to follow around the ninja a little bit more because that is another succession ninja. I'm glad to see more of them because, again, before the reworks, there was not that many Suck Ninjas on EU. And right now, it seems to be on the up and coming when it comes to class choices.
That's interesting. That's a trend on PC, too. No one really plays Suck Ninja in EU PC. It's all Awakening.
Yeah, it was mostly all Awakening here, but people are transitioning a little bit.
They are.
Slowly transitioning. Regardless, second round now starting up. No e-buffs available from Yakuza side. Actually, no, they have the hash up here now. All right, goes in the NATOs. Guardian already chasing down one. Is going to be going all the way to the backside. Ninja gets a connection in the middle and immediately forces a V. Now chasing down the Guardian. They're going to try to look for a grab here if they can. Backing up a little bit. Striker's going to be trying to do what he goes for the frontal guard uppercut. Ninja gets a grab on a one. Actually popping off so far. Secondary stop for the backside. Striker ends up dropping. The damage was too much and the Sork died as well. Guardian in a 1v3. You're not going to live through that. Went for a frontal guard and the air assault to follow it up. Yakuza take the second round very convincingly.
Really nice play from Yakuza, man. That was really clean sweep here. Really
the ninja went to the right, he went invis, he got behind them, and he just got one CC after another and helped carry his team to victory.
This ninja's actually not bad. I wasn't expecting him to get that grab. He's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Respect.
Hopefully he can do it again. It's actually kind of hard to grab at the minute because of resistances and having no ignore res. It's very risky to go for grabs on trials.
Oh, trust me, I remember that from old trials. It was, I remember.
You press the button and then you just pray.
Alrighty, third round now starting here. You can already see on the side. Last time this Guardian tried to go over to the side. Looks like he's going to go straight down the middle this time. Separating from his teammate a little too much, though. Striker's going to be chasing and falling up behind him. CC Lakua's on the ground, but no follow-up at all from anyone. Guardian comes in, drops the hammer, gets the V. Now in a 3v2 scenario, personally, people are dropping down low here. Sork gets out just in time. Secondary on the ground. Guardian's going to get another follow-up. Ninja's going to be trying to trade and chase him back right here. Sage in the middle as well. Guardian coming in one more time, starting to swing. Striker as well for the fall-up, and the Sage dropping a little too low. Forced to V standing right there. Chasing up, secondary behind him. Hash comes out. Sork get the follow-up. Sork, unfortunately, the Striker is a little too tanky. Living in the middle, down to 20%. Is going to be trying to kite away right here. Sage ended up dropping a little too much damage in the middle right there. GRJ is going to be trying to get a CC on a Hash right here. On the backside, you have a 2v1 coming down. Backing up, Ninja needs to try and do what he can. Eating a lot of damage from the Striker. Gets a grab. Gonna go for the hard aiming. Fatal blow. Gets the illusion. Gets the combo off. And now in a 2v2 scenario, Striker gets a grab. Unfortunately, he's going to be dying through it. It was a little too much damage. Hash down to 10%. He can actually try and pull this back. The Sork has a chance right here. TBS. Ooh, and he got the Hash. 1v1 scenario. Now, this is what I live for. Malice, TBS, backing up a little bit. Is going to be holding that GRJ. Ninja's unfortunately caught slack a little bit. It's just walking around. Going to be popping that Oni Shadow. Backing up. Goes to the stomp a little too late right there. Beheading. Went immediately in the alert stance. TBS, secondary fall. Try to go for the Foxwell. A little too late. Gets behind the Dark Frenzy. Unfortunately, a little too slow right there. Couldn't get the stiffen off. Might have rested as well. Shuriken Flight backing up. Drops the GRJ. Secondary fall with the SA. Goes for the Nightcrawler right there. Doesn't manage to get anything. Secondary double Malice. Stomp goes in. Needs to be careful. DOD got the stiffen, and the follow-up connection is going to be an air snatch. GRJ unfortunately drops a combo though. Off the air smash. Gets up. Dark Frenzy goes straight into the block jump. Grabs the TBS, and now the final combo to pull it out. No! Ends up choking himself. Choked back to back. Both players now have a chance again right here. Goes for the TBS a little too slow. Crescent slash and the GRJ to finish it off. The damage was enough, and the Sork pulls out.
I think the nerves got the best of them there. They both messed up the combo at the end.
That was a choke. That was a choke from both players. I'm not gonna lie. That was disappointing. Dude, when that Ninja pulled it back, I was like, let's go, and then he choked.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He had the victory. He should have done a Foxclaw or something at least for a quick re-CC, but he just tried to damage him down and it didn't work.
But really nice 1v1 from Yakuza and Nordic there from those two players. Really well played.
Any 1v1 looks nice when you scream enough, you know.
Is that the trick?
It seems to be the trick.
Alrighty, next round now starting up here. Nordic have pulled back around. You're going to see the Guardian once again going down the middle right here. DOD, TBS on the backside. Sorkin a 1v2. Ninja trying to get some revenge. Unfortunately, he's not going to manage to get anything. You can see them trying to run down the Sage on the Guardian's striker right here. Slowly pushing forward. Hash on the backside is going to be trying to chip down the Guardian. You're not going to be able to do anything. Meanwhile, Sork gets a 1v1. CC is going to force a V. 2v3 scenario right here. They're going to be trying to live. DOD comes out. A little too much chipper in the middle right here. Striker goes straight for the... Ooh, Spiral Cannon. No connection. Ninja coming out back right here. GRJ drops in the middle. Guardian's gonna be holding that long DP buff, so his team's gonna get buffed up. Ninja ended up dropping in the middle right there. DOD comes out. 2v3 scenario now. Sage and this Hash are gonna have to try and pull it back. They only have one grab available. Sage, oh no, Guardian was on the ground, but unfortunately no one got the secondary connection. He's gonna be dropping the hammer. Damage coming out. Sage is dropping low. He's gonna iframe away. Immediately leaps back. Immediately following up. Nordic is hard chasing him. Striker trying to go for the grab. Unfortunately, it's gonna end up missing it. Backing up on the backside. Sage dropping some damage down to 20% on the Striker. He needs to focus him. Hash is going to be looking for him on that Guardian. Down to 20%. Ooh, Guardian got the CC. And now in a 1v3 scenario after pulling it back, this Sage is going to have to try to do what he can. Comes out of the V now. Goes forward. Pre-awakening iframe is going to be holding it right here. Needs to be careful. The damage rate gets over to the high ground, avoiding a lot of the CCs coming out right here. Ooh, holding back, went for the KD. Unfortunately, a little too slow. Comes out from the iframe, gets a fat slow into 3 people here. He's going to be trying to kite away. He's going to look for the lightning prison when he can. Immediately back in that pre-awakening, buffing up for now. Holds a Q block right there. Slowly pushing forward, gets that pre-buff right now in the middle. He's going to try and look for a grab. Unfortunately, he's not going to manage to hit it. It looks like KD comes out. Unfortunately, eats full frontal guard during that damage trade. Iframe down to 5% in the final chunk right there. Looks like he came down right on top. Second round goes to Nordic.
That was a really good comeback here. We got 2-2 with some messy fights. These fights have definitely been a little bit of spaghetti bolognese.
But Nordic was able to pull it back. Really impressive. Like Yakusa was definitely
it's good to see Nordic get their nerves together and not let that take the best of them. So it went from a 2-0 to a 2-2, and now it's anyone's game.
Yeah, it's match point for both teams. Yeah, it's a really, really nice match so far. Let's see who will take the final point here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard fight, but at least we went to a round 3. I'm happy to see this. A round 5, sorry. This is interesting.
This is our first round 5.
Our first round 5. Regardless, round 5 starting up. Whoever wins this will be moving on to the tournament. Already early trades coming out. Sork's going to be going on opposite side of the arena. Sork gets a grab in the middle. It's going to be pretty fast. Like KD. No V available. Ooh, unfortunately, they went for the re-CC. Got the V off. Now Hash out of the fight. 1v2 right here. Sage is going to be trying to live through the middle of it. Sork following up behind him. No, that's a Ninja now coming in. Goes for the Malice. Stomp immediately straight in the middle. Guardian just dropping damage. Gets the heat off. Gets a slow into the Ninja. Ninja now is going to be pushed back a little bit on the back foot. Hash, meanwhile, unfortunately got caught by the Sork. Is going to get 1v1 and now drop down and dead. Sage, Ninja, 1v2 right here. Sage getting chased down by 2. Ninja 1v1ing on the backside. Looks like he got the V out of 1. Now in a 2v2 scenario, they have a chance to pull it back. Ninja holding an S block. Wait, you're not on a Kuno. You don't have an S block. Backing up. Sork slowly falling up. Unfortunately, he's not going to manage to get anything. Guardian's going to be going into that early DP buff. AoE down to 20%. Chasing him down. Ninja got the clutch back. Striker's now down and dead. 2v2 scenario right here. Dark Friends is going to be holding back. Guardian just going for the hard chase. They're going to be trying to CC him. Ninja going to the stealth. Unfortunately, ooh, got the CC off the mouse, but no stomp cooldown available. Backing up. Sage is going to be 1v1ing the Sork right here. Ends up killing him. Pulling it back. The Sage gets a clutch off, but the Ninja ends up inting. 1v1 scenario. Ninja suicided himself. Backing up. Guardian's just going to try and get a reset. Holding in the middle right here. Sage waiting. Guardian goes for the hacksaw, got the bound off of it. Ooh, unfortunately ended up missing the secondary CC. Went for too much of an animation cancel right there. Sage now backing up down to 20%, or down about 30% here. He is heavily slow, so he's gonna want to wait. Guardian understanding this is just gonna be holding a DP buff. The Sage can go for a fast grab if he wants to, but it is going to be very risky. He goes for the WF, backs up straight behind him, down to 50%. Guardian's just trading hard frontal guards into this man. Goes for the heavy cleave right there. Unfortunately, Sage was a little too slow, couldn't get behind the frontal guard. Now pushing forward, iframe is burned from the Sage now. There's a 50% timers now coming in from the 1 minute mark. Waiting out. Sage is just going to get some space and kite back a little bit right here. Guardian's just going to be holding that Q block. Sage needs to go for a grab. Iframe from the backside. Ends up baiting the iframe. Oh, went a little too aggressive, but no! Got behind him. The Guardian sees him from the front, and unfortunately, he's going to end up missing the catch off of that. Guardian He's going to be holding that DP buff one more time. Sage almost ended up running into it, similar to the Ninja. Long range hammer, unfortunately a little too far out of the AoE. Is not going to manage to get the catch. 30 seconds left on the clock. Straight in the middle, goes for the hacksaw. Didn't get the bound this time, unfortunately. Sage learned his lesson from last time. Holding the lightning prison from the long range. He's going to go for the long range chip. Guardian slowly getting burned. He's going to want to try and pop that DP buff if he can. There it is. Sage can try and burn him through him. Slowly does a little bit. Oh, and eats the hammer. Nordic pulling out with the Nordic hammer, honestly, for the clutch right there. That's actually kind of fitting for the Guardian pulling that back. 3-2. Nordic will be moving on, and unfortunately, Yakusa, after a great showing right there, are gonna get what was that, clean sweep back? Was that a
reverse
clean
sweep? Yeah,
reverse sweep coming out for Nordic.
Really well played by
really
Nordic. The Nordic hammer as to win was really nice. Yeah, that was 100% really
So
nice.
that catch we saw earlier, unfortunately, there was some desync because he flipped to the other side, so that's why he missed the re-CC right there.
Yeah.
But that was really fun to watch. That was a good little 1v1 at the end, and we're going to be getting into our first quarterfinals round real soon.
Dude, Yakuza could have won that, man. The Ninja just ran and died. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, the Ninja was playing really good in bursts, and then at other points he was kind of just walking around and making a lot of mistakes.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's Ninja syndrome. You hold W. It's not
So this was the we're moving to quarterfinals now. So we are moving up to first to four. You need 4 points to win, and the first match we will have is ADclan versus Main. Hanzo, what do you think?
Well, let's bring up the teams, and I'm going to ask Armin, since he doesn't know any of these players, who he thinks is going to win, because obviously we know who we want to win.
I mean, yeah, we are.
What's a comp here?
Well, we're about to find out in just a moment. Zach will pull that up for us.
So we have Main on the Awakening Striker, Taunted on Awakening Guardia, and GTL Empire on Awakening Warrior versus ADclan, Vason on Awakening Musa, Morox on Awakening Wizard, and Greenjoy on Awakening Nova.
Awakening Nova, interesting. I haven't seen one in a while, ever since the reboots.
We have to say though, we banned Suck Nova from this tournament.
Okay, thank you.
I know.
I appreciate you.
I
Guys.
know.
Honestly, Main's comp is looking super ball heavy, and looking at ADclan, their best hope is to try and just chip them down. So if ADclan can get a lot of chip off, I could see them pulling it out. Otherwise, Main, I think they're gonna be looking for the win here. Oh wait, no, this is Ultras, right? This is Ultra. Okay, never mind. I give it to ADclan. I think that's too much damage for Main to work with a main ball comp.
All right, we'll see. I mean, we are from Main, and Main is the top guild on EU, so we know all these players on Main side, and they're very, very talented. Unfortunately, I don't recognize any of ADclan, but if they can bring their A game, their comps can win the fight. So it's just down to the players to see what they can do.
We get a bit more quiet here again, and the match is about to start any second.
Alrighty. You said Main's your guild?
Yeah,
That's our guild, yeah.
I'll make sure to talk bad about them during this match. Alrighty, match starting up already. Straight down the middle. Nova's going to go and look for some chip. Already in the back line. Oh my god, this warrior straight in the back. Drops the grave thing and gets a grab off. It's going to be chunked down to 30%. Forced to V. 2V's already coming out. Musa in the middle. Goes for the fire crevice. Unfortunately, immediately cancels out right there. It's going to be forced. Got behind his front guard almost right there. Guardian, meanwhile, straight in the middle out of the V. A little bit of a risky play. Damage trades coming out. No players drop down just yet. So many effects going on. I don't even know what's going on. Wizard's going to be dropping some damage. Slows comes out. Needs to be careful on the back line. You see the warrior going for the slashing. Down to 20%, forces a V out of 1 right there. Main ADclan chasing him hard right there. ADclan stuck in the corner, gets a grab on a 1. The Wizards just going for the 1v1, got the grab up. Unfortunately, ends up dying though. A little too much damage trade coming out from the Warrior. Now to a Nova in a 1v3 scenario. Caught in a quarter, needs to get out. That little iframe class, you have to kite away when you can. Gets a grab off on a 1 that is going to be in super armor, but the striker damage from the backside, and you can see it already. Main, oh my god, that is a scary comp. Never mind.
Yeah, the comp is super scary. I was not able to beat it with our comp earlier. And really well played by ADclan at the beginning. They actually forced a couple of these from Main. They almost took GTL down at one point, but again, Main quickly turned it around, played together, covered their backline, covered who they need to cover, came back, and just put that damage down. You put that damage down with these 3 classes, people disappear.
Guys, we have to restart that because, as you can see, we have a little bug here. There's still someone in the AOA visible for us that's not actually there, so he's not actually there. It's just a console thing again. We will quickly restart and hope this will fix
Hey, that's
it.
not bad. Look, we are, what, hour and 30 minutes in, and that's our first bug that we have here. So, well done to console servers. They're keeping up.
Yeah. We will quickly go back to the brackets, and I will quickly go. And
I'm PC. I'm staying out of this.
I will quickly go and get a re-invite here too, because let's see if this actually fixes it. I don't know. Is it Hanso? Do you see him as well, or it's just me?
I see him, yeah. Muffinka.
Oh, you see him. Okay. Okay.
her,
You also, okay, then re-invite will not fix it. Yeah. What
We
are we
might
doing?
have to close down the AoE and just open it back up.
No,
Sorry if my voice is a bit raspy. You know, I only woke up like 3 hours ago, so I'm sorry about that,
First
guys.
thing in the morning. Get some tea down here.
Yeah. I got my Red
Tea
Bull.
always
I'm ready.
Got the Red Bull. That's gonna keep you going all day. What we got here? We got Main versus ADclan, and then after we got Tutorial versus Revo. Is Tutorial the one that had that warrior Zek?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the warrior one that does really well.
I think the Revo team is.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm very impressed by these fights so far. They're actually very exciting. They are honestly very exciting. A lot of people on PC will like talk trash about console, but I mean this is actually really exciting to watch.
I mean, Hanso and me, we're also playing on controllers on our PC accounts, and even though with the top people, obviously they play 100% different, but against the general player base, playing on a controller, if you're good on your class, it's not that bad.
Did you tell that to a guy on PC and BA after you beat him? Be like, yeah, I'm on a controller.
I used to tell people I'm on a controller, but they get really angry. So now
dude,
I
that's
don't
the
say
ultimate BM. That is the ultimate BM.
They also don't believe you then often.
Yeah.
They're like,
that definitely does happen.
That's not a thing. You're not a controller, no. We will quickly, we will get re-invited real quick. Sorry for the interruption, but I think this bug will actually, confuse a lot of
Hopefully
people.
this fixes it. But after the Tutorial versus Revo, I think Revo's actually got the stronger team because they had a really good team comp. But
They had the warrior on tutorial side is really good. Like
if they know not to let the warrior control the fight, I really think Revo is going to win that one. Tutorial was really banking on the one player right there because they got two awakened witches.
Yeah,
it's
two awakening witches. It's a wizard and a witch. So
yeah, that's a interesting combo. I got a feeling that the finals is probably going to be between the four classes would be Main, Revo, Bawsdeep, and say look, Parca or Arise.
Parca or Arise. I mean, to be honest, man, I'm also like Nordic and La Parca. They definitely went way stronger than I thought. But also ADclan, like they lost the first round, however they did well. Maybe you see them get this back up. But the bug actually is fixed, and we are back up. So even though Main has 0 points here, they still have 1 point. So they just need 3 points to win. Just so you know, this also applies when someone crashes and there are already points on one team side. Those points will still stay. We will just reset the match and wait and re-invite the people that are crashing. But so far, we had no crashes. I'm really happy about that.
100%. I think the players are ready, so the gates should be going down real soon. It is first to four, so yeah, first to four in the quarterfinals.
First to four. However, Main just need 3 points here to win. So, just for you guys to know, because they already got one. So the gates are closed, and we have like 20 seconds of the match will start. Kanz, what do you think? What do they need to do? What did ADclan need to do to win this matchup?
I don't know what to tell you, mate. Like the Bull team is really strong. I think they need to focus either the Warrior, probably the Warrior they need to focus on here, but it's the amount of slows that are coming out between the Warrior and the Guardian. It's really hard to deal with because it makes your iframes very inconsistent when you get stacked up like that. We'll see what they can do, and we'll see how they adapt.
100%. I think the 10 seconds mark is already popped, so the match will commence in a bit. I mean, the Musa definitely should like. Okay, men's match has commenced. Let's go.
Get me in, man. Where's my cue? Hit me with the cue. Where's my cue?
Your queue's up. Get in there.
All right, my queue's up already. Real signing up. Main's already leading 1-0 here. Gravening comes out in the middle. Ground smash. Unfortunately, no CC's. Main just clooping up on the backside. DK in the middle right there. It's a heavy swing. Guardian comes in swinging. Gets a CC on one. There's an immediate V. Backing up now. ADclan just grouping up. Oh, no. Immediately coming out the V. Unfortunately. Ooh, it looks like he did actually get out just in time right there. Oh, my God. The damage trade was too hard. Moose ends up dropping. Ended up eating the slashing full damage. Wizard in the middle as well. Gets a CC on one. The Nova, sorry, not a DK, is going to be dropping the Starfall. Oh, no V available here right there, though. Striker gets the grab off. Guardian comes out of E. Doesn't even matter. Nova's already dead. And Main take the second round.
The second round.
All right. Main looking strong right there. That was a dominant fight.
A really dominant fight, yeah.
Taunted just went straight up the middle, tried to apply the slows, and got great follow-up. You can see they're just staying really close to each other, and they're keeping that damage in a massive AoE, focusing on their targets, and it's working every time.
I'm agreeing with Toka Sensei in the chat, man. What was that wizard doing? That caster doing? Dude, he like jumped in the middle.
He did.
Of 3.
Yeah, he did. And then
yeah, that was a bit of an interesting choice.
He also healed inside for like 3 people. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on old trials especially, Wizard can actually be pretty strong, but you need to play range and just play for that chip. And I think, unfortunately, they're just making the big mistake of playing too close.
Yep, I'd agree.
Yeah. Regardless, though, second round, or I guess third round now, starting Nova straight in the middle right there. Is going to go for the CC off the bottom. Unfortunately, no connection. Backing up here. Warrior now. There comes in Solar Flare. CC on the Morox. Unfortunately, gets caught. Green Jaw on the ground as well. Garden goes with the fall, but unfortunately, a little too slow right there. Backing up now. Going for this heavy swing. Main just like clumping up. 3 V's already out from ADclan. Backing up. We're just going to get the TP off just a little bit away. Pindy for 1v1 him. He is going to be on that striker, so the Wizard's not going to be doing a lot of damage. Eating damage from the backside. Straight middle on the SA, and the Garden's just going to finish him off. Moose now coming in, going to be trying to get some help onto him. Nova for the follow-up. It looks like he is in Excel state right now, so they need to be careful. The damage can be crazy, but in a 1v3 scenario right here, we're gonna have to see what he can do. Got the CC onto the Warrior on the 1v3. Unfortunately, he's not gonna get the secondary connection. Goes into pre-awakening, went for the grab, but a little too slow, and the Striker comes in for the follow-up. Battering bat from the Guardian for the secondary, and I believe with that, is that 4-0 for Main, or is it 1 more?
3-0.
Oh, 3-0, Main pushing on, and ADclan, they're crying.
ADclan not having a good time right now.
They're not having a good time.
We are on match point. It looks like it's going to be a sweep, but who knows? ADclan might turn it around, but I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, we have to see it
in this one.
I mean, definitely the dominant team here. I don't know if they can pull this back, but we have to see. The Zoman just needs 1 more point to win. After that, we'll end the match. 10 seconds until the match starting, and yeah.
I think the big mistake here was bringing Awakening Wizard. I think actually Succession Wizard's better just because of the increased mobility.
Wait for the next match.
Oh, okay.
Right, match has commenced.
All right. Alrighty. Round starting up right here. They do have ebuffs available. Garner's going to be popping his. Oh, they're going to have to be careful. This damage is going to go straight into iframe immediately on the backline. He's going to start going for the string right here. Waiting out. Musa comes in from the backside. Guardian take a little bit of damage, down to 40% already. They're going to try and give chase. Nova falling up behind him. Unfortunately, getting pushed back a little bit. His team's getting run down. Warrior in the middle right there. Drops the Gravedigger, and Musa's forced a V off of 20% HP. Backing up. Wizard now gets grabbed by the Guardian, and Main just 1v3ing right here. Striker got the grab up. He's going to force a V as well. Backing up now. First V's finally out. Musa coming back out. Green Jow gets caught. Nova's down and dead. 2v3 scenario here. We're just going to be trying to run away. They have so many grabs available that they need to be careful. Musa's going to try and get some peel. Wizard's on the ground. The Striker got the grab. And Musa in a 1v3. If there's any class that can just one-shot people to do it, it is this class. There's a Fiery Crevice, but unfortunately, that is too much super armor for a Musa to deal with. Main pull it out and get a clean sweep against ADclan. Just a 4-0 wipe.
A 4-0 wipe, really.
Two fights for Main, 2 sweeps for Main. Really well done, guys. Keep it going. But I'm really excited.
That's some bias. That's some fat
bias.
Just
a little bit of bias, you know? Like, those are our boys. But I'm really excited for this next match, because you mentioned it's weird bringing an Awakening Wizard into the fight. Well, the next round, we're going to have an Awakening Wizard and an Awakening Witch on the same team.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, I guess we'll see how this goes. I mean, if you stack them, I could see it.
But that being said, they're also going to be accompanied by a Warrior, and the Warrior so far has made some crazy good plays in the last fight they were in.
Yeah.
1v2ing, 1v3ing, just absolutely clapping cheeks.
So Main is going on to the semifinals. So we have the next one, Tutorial versus Vero. Tutorial with Mac with gear on a Wizard, LT and B on a Witch, and Warrior Noob, aka XVII on a Warrior. Versus Revo versus Flames on a Suck Wizard, Aitoru on Musa, and Oraga kill on an Awakening Sork. What do you think, guys?
Honestly, altogether, I want to say Revo has got the advantage here. They've got the Musa and the Sork, and those two classes put together, if they put their damage out at the same time, someone's getting deleted. But there is a lot of AoEs having two Witch Wizards, and it's really about how the Warrior is going to carry tutorial here. If he can get the focus to be put on him and keep himself protected, that does give the opportunities for the Witch Wizards to put those ranged slows and damage down. He's got the speed spells, so it's up to Revo to play around the Warrior. What do you think, Harman?
I can see the idea behind Tutorial's comp here. It's just a lot of stacking damage, and if the Warrior plays this right, that's actually a pretty scary comp.
Yeah, he is really good.
You can't grab one without taking damage from the other. And looking at Revo's comp, they don't have a single grab. So I am going to give this to Tutorial. I actually think that comp is pretty scary if you play it correctly.
Yeah, I kind of agree that the Tutorial has a really great comp. They have this Warrior that's really good. Like he's really good, and supported by two casters, it will be really strong. And we see if Revo's burst damage, they know they have the damage. We saw this earlier. They bursted down people in 5 seconds. So you have to see if that's how this will.
If they can force a TP for one of those Witches and then do a Grim with a Cross Crusher at the same time, I think that guy's going to disappear. But we'll see.
I mean, they do have double PA. If they play the PA correctly, I mean,
they do definitely have double PA and double speed spells.
So we have 20 seconds until the match is starting. We go a bit more quiet here. So let's wait until the match is going.
We got some people in chat going for Revo.
Cue me in. Zach, I need the Q in.
Q in?
Yeah, I need the Q in.
You're gonna be coming in about 3.
Oh.
2.
1.
1.
Let's end. The match has commenced. Let's go.
Alrighty, match starting up. Revo versus Tutorial. Oh my god, that Music is so fast! Starting the backline, dropping the damage. The Warrior's down to 20%, but the Music is dropped as well! Forced the V, but the Warrior's the one who dies. Unfortunately, a little too slow on that V right there. Wizard in the middle right there is just going to be trading damage so far. TPing straight back. Wizard, Revo dropping that Meteor. X-Mag's going to be trading it back. Has a CC on the Shade Z, trying to pull it back. Unfortunately, the Magma is a little too slow. Revo just hard chasing around. Looks like they got the kill on the Witch. The Guardian, sorry, the Musa and the Sork got the kill on the 1. And the 1v3 scenario right here. This Musa is going to be chunking down this Wiz the second he sees the opportunity. Already goes behind. Went for the belt, below the belt. Unfortunately, a little too slow. Wizard in the middle. I'm honestly, I don't even bother with that. That's just like, you're just dead. I mean, it's just rip GG.
They did
all that big talk about the Warrior. He got killed within 2 seconds.
Listen. He got the Musa to 10%. All right, he got at least he did something, but unfortunately he didn't V.
But Revo did exactly what we saw earlier. They know they have this burst damage. The Musa instantly went in for this crazy burst, and they know they had to delete the Warrior. If they kill the Warrior, they had like their outplay potential from Tutorial is pretty low. So we saw that already earlier, and they did this again. It works really well. Actually, with that composite, like with those classes, Revo is actually a really scary team. We have to see if Tutorial can adapt to that. But I think they will definitely focus the Warrior. Again,
I mean, the thing is that was triple E buff from Revo, and meanwhile on Tutorial side they didn't pop the Witch E buff, and they still have double PA. So if they play their cards right here, I think they can do it.
All right,
Revo.
Match has commenced. Let's go.
Second round now starting here. There's a there's the grave digging. DOD straight down the middle. Oh my god, they're going straight for the dive. Tutorial are not going to play a back heavy comp. They're going straight for the Golden. Down and damage in the middle. Goes for the slashing Sork in the middle. Dropping down and low, but the Warrior. I mean, you might have talked a little too big right there, X. Backing up a little bit. Goes for the Cross Crusher. Unfortunately, no damage trade right there. Is going to get a V out of 1 though. Shade Z on the backside. Ion Snow down on the ground. Meanwhile, coming out behind. Warrior. Down to 62%, so Wizard, which actually ended up dropping now in a 2v3 scenario right here. They're going to try and have to group up. The more split this Warrior and this Wizard play, the more likely they are to lose. Warrior out on an island out here, goes straight into the middle of 3 instead of backing up to his teammate. That's a suicide note right there. Going straight down, double TP, is going to go for the CC right there. Voltaic, oh, sorry, Frigid. Doesn't manage to get you anything, and the Water Prison for the final damage is going to end up dying in it, and Revo end up taking the second round.
Warriors letting us down here.
Yeah.
It's too much damage for him to even be able to contest. As soon as he gets in there, the Grim goes down, the Musa puts a skill on him, and he's just getting deleted so fast. But yeah, he
the-
didn't play well with his teammate. He went in by himself in a 1v3. His teammate.
I think
was
the
way too far
warrior
away to do
V'd at
anything.
like 1% HP.
0%.
Yeah, he did.
He was
I
0%
thought he was dead. To be honest, I thought he was dead. But he survived.
No, there's it does say 0% sometimes, and people aren't dead. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it actually is a thing. Yeah, sure. You're right. You're right. Sometimes. It's
No
like
comment.
that. Yeah, console things. But yeah, we are fine over here. And then next match is about to start any second. Revo just needs 2 points to win. Tutorial needs to try to catch up again, but the match
Yeah, it's
has
interesting. It looks
commenced.
No PAs. Oh, there's a PA. First PA finally popped. I ended up seeing it, and it's gone. Alrighty, straight in the middle right here. Revo's gonna be trying to chase him down. Unfortunately, damage rates. Oh my God, galore on the backside. One ended up
Whoa.
dropping. No, Sark and the Musa are down and dead. The witch damage did so much that they ended up getting one shot through the SA. That's what I was looking for. Shadesy now in a 1v3 scenario. The damage chuck for the warrior and the wizard was too much, and that is a 30-second round down and dead. Tutorial finally turns it back.
Really well played by Tutorial there. They took out the Musa and the Sork like nearly instantly. Really well with the damage, was really high the straight, and the wizard could not do anything. Really well played. If they do this again, they might get this match back. Really well played.
These matches are ending so quick. I don't even know if the e-buffs are going to be available in this third round. The people that popped in the first one.
Man. Yeah, but
I thought the PA ended there, but I think it lingered a little bit, just enough, so that the wizard or the Musa didn't do any damage.
Yeah, that definitely helped them out. So they've got another PA. Hopefully they can use that properly this time. And if they do, Tutorial needs to react and not let themselves get traded down in this fourth round over here. So we've got 2-1 to Revo, 2 wins needed for Revo, 3 wins needed for Tutorial. Gates will be opening up soon. And Armin, you're going to be queued in.
match has commenced. Let's go, guys.
Alrighty, round 4 now starting up. Thanks for the cue. And we're going to have to see how this goes. Tutorial are going to be holding back this time. They burned the second PA now. They're going to be trying to dive in with it. You can see the damage trades already coming out in Tutorial side with the GRJ from the backside. The back attack damage, they're going to need to be careful. Unfortunately, the Witch ended up dropping from Revo's side right there. So you see that PA ended up being a massive help. GRJ trading into that grave digging. Unfortunately, is going to get slowed on the Sork now. Backing up, Musa's getting hard chased by this Witch Wiz. He cannot live through all that SA damage. Sork comes out on the backside. Gets a TBS, goes straight into the crows. Going to force out the V from 1. Musa just tried to run into a warrior wizard. That's a little bit ambitious, a bit of a fodder mentality right there. And now backing up. Sork in a 1v3 gets a CC on a 1. TBS goes for the GRJ, gets a CC on a 2. Now down to 20%. They still have heals available. Sork is slowly burning back, but he's actually regenerating just enough right here. Iframe is getting slowed. S-Blocks almost got caught behind right there. They're just going to hold Q-Block in the middle, and they don't even have to worry about this Sork if they play this smart. Waiting back, goes for the T-Base, catches the Witch. No, unfortunately, no connection, but the GRJ gets to the CC right there. Is going to try and turn around and go for the backside, but the Warriors is pressuring him a little too hard. The Sork's fingering around with the thumbs a little bit. Is not going to manage to get any kind of secondary CC. Backing up, is still surviving. Goes into Nightmare. Waiting. Oh, comes out. No, secondary CC. Waiting. Oh, against the CC! Warriors, Wizards dropped on the backside. TBS is going to go for the secondary right here. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get it. A little too slow. Couldn't get the secondary CC. Might have been a res right there. And now waiting back. Is going to need to be careful. It doesn't manage to eat the ground smash. So it avoids a slow. Wizard just popping damage from the backside. Is going to go back up. Opposite side of the arena. Holds the Q block for now. Waiting. Gets a TBS. Secondary GRJ. Secondary follow-up damage. Gets the CC on the 1 and gets the kill. And now, if he can survive this, he has another chance. Waiting. Waiting. Oh, he goes to the opposite side. Holding back. Solar Flare. Warrior's going to be trying to chase him. He's slashing. Gets a chunk onto that frontal guard right there. Backing up. Goes for the DOD. Went for the 6 CC. Ends up one-shotting the Witch after a massive damage check. And now in a 1v1. Where's the Warrior? Oh, there's a Warrior coming out. Oh! Easy text manager to clutch it out. That was sick. Revo pull out 3-1.
Oh, wow,
What
what
a
a
freaking
play.
play by
Nice.
Aurora.
3v1.
She even walked a
That
couple of times
wa-
between those engages and still came out on top for the 3v1. Really well played.
Really
That was
well
fantastic.
played. That was a fantastic play. That was an absolute fantastic play.
I'm not gonna lie, that Witch made a lot of mistakes in that 1v3, and he still managed to clutch that out. Honestly, I'm gonna blame that on Tutorial. I'm gonna blame that on Tutorial, personally.
Yeah, Tutorial's got they've taken a lot of new players into that guild. They're a very new player-friendly guild, so Revo is a bit more competitive when it comes to their players.
Yeah.
And you saw it right there. I keep saying it all tournament. Sorks are really goddamn strong in this environment, and Revo just proved me right there with an amazing 1v3 play.
That was a really nice play, yeah. I mean, if there's a Sork... Alright, next match has commenced. Match point for Revo, let's go.
Match point starting up right here. Revo on high hopes after that last round. They're riding high, and the Sork, you can already see him riding high, go straight in the backline solo. Grave digging right there is going to manage to get slowed. TBS GRJ follows it up, eats the ground smash. The Sork is so tanky for some reason, and you can see, unfortunately, they ended up separating out the Wizard in the middle of that, and he ends up dropping 1v2. 2v3 scenario right here in the middle. Warrior dropping low, went for the final slash, and the Musa to fall up from behind. Revo take the 4th round very convincingly right there and pull off to your semi-final. Wait, no, is that semifinals?
It's semifinals, yeah. It's semifinals.
Semifinals, they'll be moving on, and unfortunately, tutorial will be out.
It's really well played by Revo, though. Like, really well played. They have the super bursty damage. Tutorial was not able to adapt, and obviously that 1v3 was insanely nice. So, Revo is moving on to the semifinals. And if we'll fight actually main in the semifinals, we will see the next matchup that we will have will be Arise versus La Parca. So, Hans, what do you think? You already seen both of them.
Yeah, if you can, I've got a very bad memory, as you know, so if you can bring up the teams for me, that would help. But in terms of the guilds, these are very close guilds. They, I think in terms of strength, they do pretty evenly against each other. I think maybe La Parca comes out on top a little bit more often than not. But when looking at this team comp, I'll let you take it away, Zach. What is the team?
We have La Parca with Sand Life on a Hush and an Awakening Sage, the next one. I think, yeah, it's Awakening. Then we have a Sakuno on La Parca side versus Arise, versus Pigwatch on a Ninja, a DK, Awakened DK, and an Archer.
I like Arise's comp, mainly because I know how good Pig Butcher is on that Awakened Ninja. Definitely the best, if not one of the best Awakened Ninjas on EU. And he's partnered up with a DK for some range damage on top of the Archer. So I want to say Arise has it here, but we see how powerful the Sakuna can be. You got the Tornadoes from the Hishashin. And is it? I think we said it was Succession Sage, maybe Awakening. I don't think Sage is that strong right now in terms of the meta after the reworks. But,
still, if you're, oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Zach, go ahead, man. It's all good.
If you're like, I think you're right in terms of Sage, but if you're really good with this class, you can still pull it off really nice, especially in 1vx fights. And yes, it's not as strong anymore, but I still think if you're good on Sage, and we saw La Parca being really strong last time, so I think they can definitely pull this off.
You know, every time I hear someone say, oh, this guy's like the top ninja, this guy's like #1, every time I get disappointed, you know, so unfortunately, you know, I mean, that's like a big thing even across PC. I get disappointed. But regardless, you know, not trying to throw shade or anything. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm going to be pretty 50-50 on this. I'm not really sure which way it's going to swing. But the round's going to start up. We're going to have to see who wins. That's the Archer buff early coming out here. That we need to be careful here. That can be a lot of damage early on. Oh, Hash got the CC, but a little too slow. Went for the Rupture. Unprotected CC, but also choked the secondary CC on the Hash. Back-to-back chokes coming out from both sides. Block jump comes down in the middle. Goes for the murders. It's going to be kiting out right here. Goes for the stomp. No, just holding back for now. Waiting in the middle right there. Descent comes out. DK trying to go for the CC out on it. Shattering secondary damage. Chunks coming out. Archer on the backside is going to be waiting. Smokescreen comes out. Kuno goes for the flash slash. Eating a little too much damage in the middle of it. It's going to go for the V right here. Barely got it off. No, ends up dying, unfortunately. Ends up dying in the middle of that. Kuno now down and out. 3v2 scenario. Hash in the middle right here is going to be popping his V now. Waiting. 1v3 scenario. They're going to have to wait until this Hash can come back so he can actually do something. Ooh, got caught. Unfortunately, Sage a little too slow right there. Forced to V. And now Hash is going to be running away in a 1v3 until he can make some space. Goes for the air assault a little too far away. They try to punish the Sage. V, unfortunately, a little too slow right there. Murder's head comes out in the middle. Archer ends up getting the CC with the bound off the Bond. And the final damage onto Little Shoe to finish him off. Arise take the first round with a 3-man standing and only 1 V.
Really well played by them.
Yeah, I think my money's definitely going to be Arise in this one. They seemed very dominant in that first round. They controlled the match. They did get 1 CC onto the Ninja there, but he managed to get back up and turn it around. So next round's going to start in 10 seconds, but I got a feeling Arise is going to take this one. Maybe even sweep it.
But yeah, I don't think they will sweep. La Parca still team is still strong. If they can adapt to that, they will definitely also pull something away, but it's definitely possible. So the second round has commenced. Let's see what will happen.
Second round now starting here. Sage. Oh, Hash went for the long range CC again. Got the connection, but unfortunately a little too slow one more time. Wheel comes out. Jor on the ground, the backside. Archer got res on that secondary CC. He's going to get caught himself, and Jor comes out. That's a RV out of the Archer this time. Parca looking a little bit better this time around. Sage comes in. He's going to be dropping the heat. Big damage comes out. Unfortunately, no connection. Flash Hash in the middle. JXV on the ground. Is going to get that V off on time this time. Not too sure. Jor down to 1 as well. Is going to iframe away. Damage in the middle. Unfortunately, Hash ended up dropping there. And now holding back. Laundrake Seeds are going to be trying to kill the Kuno here while they have time. Ninja backing up, goes for the murderous. C-Swap, unfortunately, no connection with the Bladesman smoke screen right there. Backing up, pushes forward, goes for the DK, ends up getting it. Sorry, the Kuno. Now Sage in a 1v3 scenario here. This is a Succession Sage. That's an unprotected damage ability. A little bit of a mistake. But Arise ends up pulling it out 2-0 here. And the DK also still has Ebo for next round.
Yeah, she is. I was actually wrong. It wasn't Suck Sage. I thought he's Awakening, but yeah. Really well played by Arise. You might be right, Hanso. Maybe they actually sweep that.
I mean, Parca did get really close to taking the pick down there. They got someone down to like, what, 3-4%?
They did,
Unfortunately, just wasn't enough, and that Archer from range just pinging away. They let him free cast for a bit too long, and the amount of damage that he applied forced his teammates, or forced the opponents to get unprotected for a second, and they took advantage of that. Next round has started.
Oh my god, that's a fast round start right here. Yep, the next round, third round starting up right here. We're going to have to see how they can change it up this time. DK already in the middle, and that's a V. Alrighty, pushing back right here. That's a V coming out from the Archer. And, no, Archer's backing up here down to 30%. It looks like he did get V'd out right here. Beheading comes out, Ninja back in the middle. Hash comes in, swinging. Unfortunately, no connection. Down to 20%. Got behind his frontal guard. Sage is trying to drop some damage. Gets CC'd by the Stomp. JXV pulling out clutch right there. You can see another drop dead in the middle right there. Looks like the Hash got caught off guard as well. 1v3 scenario. The Kuno's going to be trying to put some pressure here, but I'm not too sure what he can do. He needs to try and play it smart with those damage trades, and that's a Seeds coming out from the DK. 3-0 Arise. I'm not sure what Parca can do to turn it around.
I also don't think they will. I mean, maybe they will turn this around, but Arise is playing like the really nice play. They have really good players. I think they will definitely get the victory here.
Yeah, especially with the Archer rework, it's kind of hard to focus him. They got a lot of protection at the minute, and the ability, the way they can switch between Awakening and Pre-Awakening gives them a lot more mobility. So it's going to be hard for Parca here, but we'll see what they can do.
This guy in chat just saying Nutella with butter. Is that a thing? Sounds kind of nasty, man.
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. All right. Fourth round. I don't even know how that's relevant. Fourth round starting up here. This may be the potentially the final round. Parca's be trying to pull it back. Flash Slash in the middle right there. No connection. Descent comes out. Beheading comes out. Trying to get the CC on the Hash. Unfortunately, no connection. Misses the Rupture CC right there. DK is going to be kiting away. Ninja's going to be trying to peel for him as he can. Meanwhile, Kuno on the backside. Sage comes in. Gets a V out of 1. Archer's now forced back. Sage pushing back a little bit. Ninja's going to be trying to push case. Kuno comes out behind him. DK drops the Seeds right there. Unfortunately, a little too far off. Doesn't manage to hit anything. Wheel comes out. Both teams are chasing each other as they try to get PO. JXV stiffing in the middle right there. No secondary follow-up, unfortunately, however. Block jump comes out. Backing up. Vacuum Slash holding back. Needs to be careful of the tornadoes. DK is just dropping damage where he can. Meanwhile, Hash in the middle. Down to 10%. And the final damage from the DK ends up winning it out. Sage dropped down on the backside as well. And now it's a Kuno once again in a 1v3. We're going to have to try to see what he can do. And the Serpent to finish it off. Arise. Pull it back. And they get the clean 4-0. Parca, you tried, but unfortunately, you're going to be out.
Yeah,
Arise, really well played by Aries.
Really well.
Arise, I should say.
Arise, yeah, it's really well played by Arise. Like, I don't think Parca had like any chance. They played it so well, and yeah, they definitely deserved this victory.
Yeah, Parca, there was one round where they almost got a couple of picks, but besides that, Arise just showed their dominance. And I think the Archer on top of the Ninja is really, really good chemistry right there because of the range and the rattiness. But we're going to see how they do later on. And in the next round, we're going to have Bawsdeep versus Nordic.
Bawsdeep versus Nordic, yeah. I need 1 second. So we have Bawsdeep versus Nordic. Bawsdeep with an Awakening Sword with Sin, Savior on Awakening Hush, and Dragon on an Awakening Ninja versus Nordic on with Mufinka on Awakening Sword, Capusta on the Guardia, and Moloko Maretti on Awakening Striker. What do you guys think?
So it's a Succession Sage on Bawsdeep. Dragon's playing Succession, not Sage, sorry.
Ninja, yes, yeah.
He's Ninja on Bawsdeep. I'm definitely going to be betting on Bawsdeep here. They are the more experienced guild. Those are very, very strong players on Bawsdeep's side. But that being said, it's a pretty good comp on Nordic. They've got the Guardian and Striker that really work well together with the AoEs and the slows. And then they've got the rattiness of the Sork, a lot of damage. But again, Bawsdeep got a lot of iframes, so they can evade that damage. And I would, if I was a betting man, have to bet on Bawsdeep's comp and team. How about you, Armin? What would you say here?
Bawsdeep, their guild name?
That is their guild name, yeah, Bawsdeep.
That's legendary. I'm not gonna lie.
Bawsdeep.
I'm gonna go with Bawsdeep just for the name. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, yeah, the name is really cool. Bawsdeep's a nice name. Well, we mostly call them just Boss, but yeah, it's a really nice name.
Yeah,
so
there's really good players on their team as well. So
yeah, they're definitely good players. It's top guild always. I think Bawsdeep is it's actually an OG guild, definitely also older than main, so they have been around forever. Yeah, I can't wait to see that match.
is Nordic the Russians?
It's the I think it's the. I'm not too sure. I think it's the Russian team, but us Nordic did really well last time, so we have to see how they turn.
I mean,
but they did definitely better than I thought, so we have to see.
It's a really good comp because you can see the Striker Guardian is also one of the parts of the main comp right there. Those two classes in Trials, AOA with the current gear works really well. But we're going to have the match starting here in less than 10 seconds. So we'll see how this match goes.
So match is starting in any second, and match has commenced. First round, Bawsdeep vs Nordic. Let's go. Let's do it.
Alrighty, that's an early Guardian ebuff coming out. Same with the Ninja. You're going to see a lot of damage here early on in the middle, so they're going to have to be careful. Beheading comes out a little too far away, no connection. Meanwhile, Hash is holding the slow in the middle right there. He's going to manage to catch two with that, and that's going to be a fatal damage. Oh, sorry, the slow coming out. Meanwhile, DRJ comes on the backside, needs to be careful. TBS trading it back. Ninja holding the middle. Guardian comes out. Guys, I see on two. The Hash is playing crazy right here. Sork gets a follow-up, and that's two already down on the ground. Forces the V out of one. One got away with no V. Pulling out clutch right there. Got a little bit lucky. Coming out of the V. Ninja's going to be trying to chase the Guardian. Meanwhile, hard chase coming out on the backside. It looks like he got forced to V after waking up right there. Unfortunately, Bawsdeep already holding out clutch right here. Unfortunately, CC comes out on the one in the middle. Secondary CC comes out. That's another V coming out from Nordic. And Guardian ended up dropping a little too much damage, especially with no V available. Meanwhile, Ninja goes in for the double malice stomp. Unfortunately, no connection. Striker holding, gets a rage hammer. That's one. No, unfortunately, Spiral Cannon the wrong way. Sork, meanwhile, is going to be chasing the other Sork. Gets a 1v1 off. That's going to be an ego check right there. Backing up, holding on strong right here. Striker's going to be taking a little bit, but he's not going to be tanky enough. These are not the new trials, so he's gonna end up dropping. Gets one shot, and Bawsdeep take it out 1-0.
For first point to Bawsdeep, really well played. I hope that Nordic can a bit adapt to that, and we will see if they can. But Bawsdeep really strong team as well. They also trained a lot, so yeah, I think they definitely have the upper hand. What do you guys?
It's hard for Nordic because there's no real one person that they can focus on. There's no anchor on Bawsdeep's team. It's a lot of rats. So it just really depends on how well they can play together, and we all know Bawsdeep is very good at picking you apart and making you spread out, which is how they're going to get their advantage. So match has commenced for round 2.
Let's go.
Second round now starting up. Bawsdeep 1-0 right here so far. Guardian both engages going out early right there. DOD on the backside, no connection. There's a V out of one. GRJ Hash is going to be holding the middle. Striker trade up a little too much damage. No Guardian, sorry. And the Guardian just ends up dropping. No V available. Blow goes for the CC right there. Hash unfortunately a little too slow. Sin Splitter meanwhile pushing forward. GRJ gets a secondary follow-up. Maluko on the ground. Final damage trade. No V available. Unfortunately, he is going to be KD'd. Striker's down and dead. Sork in a 1v3. We saw it once. Can we see it again? TBS comes out. Is going to be holding the GRJ right there. Needs to be careful. Backing up, Sork's gonna be trying to follow him up. He got the 1v1 last time. Is he gonna manage to get it this time? DOD comes out a little too far away. TBS secondary follow-up gets that new SA coming out. GRJ is gonna be full SA from the opposing team though, so he's not gonna get any kind of connection. But he's been on the backside. Hash comes in. There's the oh, sorry, I forgot the name of that ability. Hash gets a CC off the spin right there. That's gonna be now 2-0. Bawsdeep taking the lead.
Was a Sin Splitter, by the way.
No. It was one of the pre-awakening abilities. I forget. It's like they
Purge?
do that. Purge. It was Purge.
Purge.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, Purge. Yeah. So
Yeah, so that's
second
2
point
to
for
Bawsdeep.
that's second point for Bawsdeep. Yeah, Nordic have to definitely change their bit, but I think you're right, Hans. So it's really hard to focus on someone. They're really good individual players, and yeah, we'll see if Bawsdeep can get a clean sweep on them, or if Nordic can get it back up.
Bawsdeep isn't letting Nordic do their game plan, and next round has started.
Third round now up here. Hash is going to be taking the middle, and Nordic playing on the back foot so far. DOD comes out. That's already a KD. That Guardian has no chance to get out of there right there. Ninja's going to be holding in the middle right here. Sorry, the Striker's going to be holding in the middle. Goes for the uppercut. He's just eating damage. Unfortunately, a fat mistake. Special, meanwhile, gets CC as well on the backside. Desik has a chance to kill him. Unfortunately, drops the combo right there. A little scuffed. Unfortunately, did not want to go for the hard SA trade as he was having his teammates come in. So goes for the Crows. Now backing up. Drops a GRG in the middle. 1v3 scenario again. DOD comes out. Gets a stiffer on the hash. A little too late on the TPS. Goes for the CC right there. Desik gets the CC himself. Oh, unfortunately, couldn't get the CC on the Sork one more time right there. Now waiting again. Just going to be popping the blades and holding off. Hash is going to be playing the slow from the backside. And he has a little bit of space here so far to make some plays. Goes for the blades a little too far away. Goes for the GOJ a little too early right there, I'd have to say. So he's not going to get any kind of connection. Waiting back, he's going to be holding the S-block area here. He needs to be careful with the air to stall. He's going to go for the slow. He's going to eat the slow right here. So his iframe is going to be longer. But if he goes for any kind of CC skill, he's going to get screwed a little bit. Waiting back, goes for the TBS. Final damage rate right there. Gets a fat chunk onto the opposing Sork. Chasing back, he's going to try and kill him. Kareem slowly dropping low right here. He's going to go into the corner. Goes in the Nightmare. Waiting. Oh, comes out of Nightmare. There he is. Now going to be cutting away. Hard chase coming out from the Ninja. Double Malice Stomp. Got the connection with the Malice. And the final damage trade right here. Bawsdeep again taking another convincing round.
Really it looks like we're heading towards that sweep for Bawsdeep. They are just picking apart Nordic. The Guardian just didn't even know what happened. The round started. He ate the ball straight to the face on his back and instantly went down. The Striker didn't realize he's not tanky on trial characters. Died standing up. And the Sork was once again left alone in the 1v3, and unfortunately she couldn't.
But it was really smart. They 1v1, like someone from both, they 1v1 the Sork, so they don't have the pressure from the Sork in this group fights, and then they 2v2 the others, so they could take out those two and then go on the Sork in the 1v3. And I think that was really good. That was a good play. So next round, last match point for Bawsdeep has commenced. So let's go for the fourth round.
Match point for BD starting up here. They're going to play Giga Aggressive. Nordic's going to take the middle side this time. Not going to make the same mistake as last time. There's a Guardian finally doing her work. It's going to be dropping the DP buff in the middle. Moloko is going to be a little tanky right here. Guardian goes a little too aggressive. Hash comes in from the backside. Gets the Rupture CC. Guardian down again and dead. That's a heavy weight right there. Nordic is going to be trying to pull it back. DOD comes out. Clutching out. Meanwhile, Red Rain coming out in the middle. That's a large damage trade. Sork's dropping low. Striker's dropping low. No chance to live. No V comes out from either player right there. And now Sork in a 1v3 scenario. Sorry, Sork did get the V off just in time. Sork once again in another 1v3. We've seen how these go so far. Nightmare comes out. He's not even going to get out this time. And BD are going to be winning this and moving on to your grand finals.
It's semifinals, by the way. So it's
wait,
fine.
They're moving on to semifinals?
Yeah, semi-final. So
Oh,
we're
okay,
all in
semi-finals.
Never mind, BD, you're not that hot. Sorry, that's my bad.
All right, semi-finals. All right. Before we start with the semi-finals, I will quickly show the brackets real quick. But we have something for you guys before we start with the semi-finals. We actually have a giveaway for you guys. So let's Bawsdeep moves to the next round. So we have Main vs Revo and Arise vs Bawsdeep in the semi-finals. But before that, we actually have to give away. So we have outfits to give away for you. So the only thing you have to do is write ECS 2022 in the chat. Please only write it one time. It does not matter how often you spam it. If you only have one, just write it one time. It does not matter. We will pick random people, 6 random people from those comments, and they will get an outfit call from us. So everyone that wants to participate, please join the Discord from the European Championship. You can find the link probably about everywhere, also in the description box after the tournament, and so we can contact you. And we will announce those winners a bit later. So just write it in chat. We will pick random winners, and you can win some outfits. So
I can enter it.
yeah, everyone can enter. But it's only console. I don't think you want that.
You might want to transition to console. He's just seeing how great everything is over here.
I'm okay.
Might be winning him over, bro.
I can't play with the controller. I saw your guide on Ninja with the controller. I was in pain watching it. I'm sorry. It's a good guide, don't get me wrong, but that's hard. That is hard.
Yeah, no, it's
faster classes.
It's fun playing with the controller. Honestly, it's easier to grind on the hands, but PvP definitely don't have the advantage.
Yeah, 100%. We have it's the same for Awakening actually. So PC with mouse and keyboard so much better.
Yeah, the biggest thing for the hash is the you're slow. You can't mouse move.
Yeah, the quicksand you can't mouse move.
Yeah.
With that. Yeah, that's so huge on PC. I wish I could do that, man. It's so stationary here. But
I'd love to be able to mouse move my stomp as well, but it is what it is.
All right. This giveaway will still be on for a while, so we will pick them later on. The winners, you can just type it in the chat. So we will move on to our first semi-final match, what will be Main versus Revo. Both really strong teams. We have we saw that already. Let me quickly get the team composition here for both teams. So,
All right, X, let me hear the bias.
Well, I mean, main's gonna win, right? So that just is what it is. But no, Revo is actually another really top-end guild with some good players, and they do have the Sork with the Musa. These two classes together, I keep saying it, it's goddamn scary.
It is.
And GTL is going to have to be really careful because we saw how much damage the Sorks have been doing to warriors around in this tournament. So hopefully he realizes that and he doesn't dive in too hard. But I think it's anyone's game, but obviously, personally, I'd like main to win. I don't know who is going to win. I can't say with the certainty that they are going to.
I hear a fat cap right there.
All
Zach,
right.
what do you think?
Well, let me first get to the players. We have Pinda, Taunt, and GTL, like the Striker, Guardian, and the Warrior, versus the Suck Wizard, Musa, and the Sork. And I definitely think that both teams can win. But main is really trained against. They have a lot of slows when it comes to the Warrior and to the Guardian. So slow stacking, especially for the Musa, especially with like no Alchemy Stone, nothing, will be a problem. For the Sork, probably not that much because of the iframes. You can still dodge a lot of damage. But I think it can go either way. It depends on the player, and if they can't, if Revo can take out someone from main, they have a huge advantage. But if they can burst down fast, they can win it. But I think if the match goes on too long, main have the advantage here. The match has commenced. Sorry, we are already a bit late for the first round. Let's go.
No worries. Semi-finals. First one starting up right here. Already down the middle. Striker's going to be going for the backside. Oh, down to 40%. That Musa did so much damage with that fire curve. Was backing up right here. Musa's going to give hard chase. Meanwhile, Warrior in the middle right there. Aura's going to get one grab off. That's a V. Sork is going to be dropping that Crows immediately after seeing no grab available. Warrior slowly walking up is just going to hold that Q block, waiting for that GRJ. Unfortunately, gets caught up with a GRJ right there. Forced to V. Now V's coming out left and right. Guardian finally out of V right here. He's going to look for the swing when he can. Going for the iframe. Side, TBS gets an iframe chain off. Musa on the backside. Meanwhile, Striker's just be trying to live out here right here. Wizard dropping some slows and chunks in the middle. Shadesy doing what he can. Eats a Gravedigger right there. Down to 20%. The back attack damage a little too strong. Backs up, gets a TP off. Is going to be looking for the heal right there. Super Armor in the middle right there. The Guardian slowly dropping low, just holding the Q block, desperately trying to survive. Striker comes in and gets a clutch CC from the backside. Ends up killing the Musa straight in front of the Sork right there. So unfortunately, no peel available. Meanwhile, Wizard dropping a heavy damage right there on the side. Shadesy doing what he can to peel off his team. Gets a slow off slowly. Guardian dropping down. Is going to go into that Q block right there. Almost got the CC on the Sork. Striker, meanwhile, in the middle right there. Goes for the leg out. Gets a huge chunk. Wizard down to 10%. 5%. TP's away. Goes for the heal and the spear from the Warrior to finish it off. 1v3 scenario right here. A Sork against 3 heavy SA Q block classes. I don't even know what he's going to do here. I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
he won defeat already once.
Yeah,
he's done it once. He's done it once. Let's see. Slowly waiting back right here. He's going to hold back. Needs to be careful of that Cleansing Flame. Almost got hit by it. Backing up. There's a second Nightmare. Waiting. How's your guys' day going?
Ah, it's fantastic, bro.
Nice. Oh, got the catch onto the Nightmare. The just slow down knee kick coming out from the Striker. Gets a massive catch right there. Actually, a pretty good read. I'm not going to lie. And Main end up taking the first round of the semifinals.
That was a rocky start. Revo almost actually killed all 3 main members at one point, getting them really
about
low.
to say, main definitely did. Like in the end, they definitely managed to kill Revo. But in the start, they got the people from the members from main really low. So if they can do this again and maybe concentrate their traits a bit more, like the Sork and the Musa, maybe on one specific target, like they can burst them down really fast. But it's not an easy match for main, so they have to be careful. So next round is about to start. Match has commenced. Let's go.
No e-buffs available from either side. No, Warrior does have his e-buff here, so he can pop and try to go aggressive if he wants. Oh my god, that Focus Meteor already chucking down the Guardian to about 60% right there. He's just going to hold Q block and wait. Revo, content with playing this slow. Actually a smart choice right here. I'm happy to see teams finally slowing it down a little bit, but now there's the speed up right there on the backside. Moose is going for a damage trade. Meanwhile, Warrior's just going to be holding that slashing, grave digging, chasing him down. Moose is down to 10%. The Moose just ends up going low, but the Guardian ends up dying in a massive damage trade in the middle right there. Guardian just dropped off the screen, waiting back right here. You're going to see a chase coming out. Warrior goes in. Solar Flare gets a grab. Secondary Reckless. That's a KD. You're not living through that. That's an e-buff as well. Chasing down 2v2 scenario. Waiting back right here. Warrior slowly putting up chase. Moose on the backside. Meanwhile, is going to go hard at the backside. Oh, there's a CC. Unfortunately, ended up getting caught. Waiting back. Musa down to 50%. He's going to try and go for a peel onto the Warrior right here. Warrior in a 1v2. Just waiting back. Shade Z trying to go forward. Goes for the Meteor. Warrior a little too slow on that grab. Pushing forward now, holding in the middle, drops a Magma. Pull goes for the slow, a little too far away. Ground Smash comes out. Musa's gonna be in full SA. Ooh, Striker got the uppercut. Shadesy on the ground, on the backside. Ooh, the Spiral Cannon got the CC on the one, and the final damage trade is gonna be coming in. Main take the second round very convincingly.
Really nice.
Revo got even closer right there. They even went down to a 3v2, but you just saw GTL, one of the best warriors, along with Pinder, one of the best strikers individually, and they managed to stay well. Actually, they were a little bit split up, but they managed to get together towards the end there and take that W. Really well played.
I will say that I mean, the Warrior actually had a lot of impact right there. He pushed out like so many people out of that fight.
Yeah, GTL is really experienced, really good player. Warrior. He's playing this from day one, so like for nearly 3 years already. So he definitely knows what he's doing. So next match has commenced. Let's go.
See if they can turn around this Warriors tempo right here. They need to try and focus him if he can. They already ended up burning out the Guardian earlier there, so that is some progress. But let's play slow playing here again. Smart plays right here. Both teams a little scared to push in. Easy Tex just holding off. Focus Meteor a little too far away. No connection. Goes for the blades. That's into 2 Q block classes. Cleansing Flame comes out. GRJ drops on the backside. Guardian slowly dropping low. Goes for the Crows. A little too far away. Pushing forward. Lightning in the middle. Easy Tex on the ground. Not a KD though. Crush Crusher goes in. Musa unfortunately no connection. Warrior comes out. Solar Flare gets a grab. That's a KD. Shadesy getting air smash. Meanwhile in the middle right there. Unfortunately Striker. No, Musa ended up dropping too much damage. Warrior came in with the slashing. GRJ dropping it right there. Cleansing Flame. Guardian now putting in some pressure. Gets a slow off GTL on the ground on the backside. Gets up just in time right there. Shadesy getting slow chased down by the Striker and the Guardian.
Ooh,
Meanwhile, Warrior got the 1v2. CC'd both and now is going to get this kill onto one. Forces the V. Chasing back. Gets the grab coming out of V. No, unfortunately, a little too far away. But unfortunately, that is a Wizard against 3. Again, Q block class is not going to live long enough and Main end up taking the 3rd round.
Really well played by GTL
the
there. We have the replay here again from GTL getting this double CC here. Really well played. That that ended up winning them the round. We can quickly have a look at this again. So he's trying. He got CC there by the Sork, but managed to get a grab on Aura there. Double CC on the Wizard, and the Sork forced the Wizard 2v, and this was...
Wizard was just unfortunate. He just backed up into it, trying to get out of damage from his front, and...
Hey, chat, did you guys notice they didn't do a replay for the Sork 1v3, but they did one for the...
it was too long. It was too long. It's too long, bro. No. It's only 20 seconds, guy. I can only do 20 seconds.
Don't worry.
3rd round now, 4th round now starting up right here. Main are going to be trying to keep their lead, but unfortunately, Revo need to try and pull this back in a tough situation right here. He's going to be holding the blades right now. There's a Striker now going aggressive. Spiral Cannon pushing forward. Damage trades. Oh my god, Guardian down to 40%. GRJ is going to get the iframe immediately off. Crush Crusher Crows is going to be getting some big damage right there. Sork, unfortunately, no kill available, however. V comes out. Striker now coming back in. Drops a leg drop, chasing back. Super Armor on the ground. There's a Guardian. They have a chance. GRJ, secondary follow. That's not taking enough. Warrior in the middle right there. Chucks both and both. Oh no, one ended up dying. Unfortunately, sorry right there. It looks like it was a bit of a mix-up. One ended up dying. One ended up Ving. Spiral Cannon, leg drop. Sork and the Striker 1v1ing. Sork realizes this is useless, pointless. Warrior comes out, gets a grab on the Shade Z. There's a V. TBS comes out. Now the GRJ. Striker gets the damage and the grab to follow it up. There's a V though. He's gonna have a chance to live through here. Warrior's looking for it. Sniffing. Does he smell it? No. Unfortunately, a little too slow right there. Sork comes out, gets a CC on a 1. TBS, but a great grab coming out from Pin D4. Gets the peel off, and you can see why Main is so strong. Grabs back to back to back, and 4-0. They're holding this lead so strongly.
Yeah, really well played, man. They're really nice played. The grabs from like he's called Pinda, by the way, but we call him Pinda.
But please kill him on Pin D4. I love
Pin
it.
D4, yeah. Can we call him like that? He will
That's
love
his
it.
new name.
He's really precise with those grabs. Also, GTL, like their grab timing is insanity, and they showed this off multiple times in this tournament already. And this is also one reason why this team is so impressive, and the timing from those players is really, really, really well. So match point for main. Match has commenced. Let's go.
Fifth and potentially final round here. Main having an amazingly strong showing. Caster bias not at all in here. Meanwhile, on the backside, you see Revo down 0 points so far. They need to try and make a comeback. This is their final chance. DOD comes in. They're going to go straight into the backline. You can see the damage trade. Warrior finally on the ground. That's a KD. They have the chance to pull it out right here. Musa came in. Immediately Warrior V'd right there. Potentially a bit of a mistake. Didn't really need to do it. Meanwhile, Pin D4 got the CC on the Wizard. 1v1 him. That's 2 Vs already coming out from both sides. Waiting out right here. GRJ, GTL on the ground this time. Fireball comes in, but the Spiral Cannon to clutch it out. Pin D4 back-to-back 1v1s. Clutches out the Wizard, and now that's a Wizard out of the fight. 2v3 scenario right here. Guardian just cleaving, getting some big damage off. Pin D4, 1v1ing the Musa on the backside. Musa's just going to be kinding out, slowly regrouping here. Musa and Sorkin are going to try and get back together right here. CC in the middle. Guardian goes for the swing right there. Down to 20%. Has the iframe. Musa down to 1. Is going to be trying to run away. Spending dearly for his life. DOD comes out. Pulling back. Guardian comes in. Is going to try to go for the damage trade. Slashing comes out. Finally gets away just in time. Looks like he ended up popping V right there. Easy text now out of V. Waiting back, goes for the DOD, long range. Meanwhile, where's the Warrior here? Looks like he's waiting for the Musa, down to 1%. He's going for the hard trade, and now it's a Sork in the 1v1. Can he pull it off? Oh, was that a spinning PvE? Oh, that's interesting to see right here in the 1v3. Waiting back. Pushing forward, he needs to be careful with this Q block. Goes for the DOD, doesn't manage to get it through. TBS, GRJ, and the chunk is too much. Main, after an amazingly strong 5-0 showing, will be going on to your grand finals. Revo, they had a great showing pulling up until here, but unfortunately they will be out.
Main really was super strong, so they got they moved to the finals undefeated. So we will see how they will do in the finals. Really well played by Revo as well. But
I'm really surprised they got a sweep against Revo, because Revo
I was also surprised. Yeah.
I did think it was going to be a bit closer, but you just saw how well they played together. One of the teammates hit the ground. Pinda's there with the spiral. He's there with the grab.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give MVP to Pin. Dude, he locked out that Wizard. I mean,
yeah.
I understand why. I mean, I don't blame the Wiz, but Pindy did really well.
Yeah, Pin D4, man.
Pin D4, man.
Think,
yeah,
that's
absolutely right.
New name over here
Pin D4, man. You have no idea what you just did, man. Pin D4. Let's go. The next match we have will be semifinals. Bawsdeep Vs Arise. Let's go. We have Bawsdeep with Sin on Awakening Soak, Sable on the Awakening Hush, and the Dragon on, I think it was also, what is Sako Awakening Ninja, versus Pickbotcher Awakening Ninja and Awakening DK, and dodge this motherfucker on Archer. So, let's go.
This is, alright, never mind, that's fine.
I mean, I think Bawsdeep's going to win. I don't think they're going to sweep it. But that being said, Arise, the Pig Butcher is a very good ninja, but Dragon...
Arise is a really...
Awaken ninja, Dragon's the good succession ninja.
Arise is really strong. They are really strong. Yeah, this match will be really interesting to watch.
As strong as they are, it's going to be very easy for them to close the gap on the Archer and just trade him down if they don't catch him. So it depends how the Archer's going to play.
Yeah, this will win. Yeah, I still have no expectations here. Like really, we have to see. So the match is about to start in like a few seconds, 10 seconds. Let's go. We get a bit more quiet here again, so we can actually hear everything. So with that being said, guys, Bawsdeep versus Arise. Let's go. The match is commencing in any second. And
you want me to be quiet?
No, you're in. The match has
JXV starting out in the middle. Arise already early damage trace coming out. You see the Archer E-buff coming out already. Suck Ninja E-buffing early. Hash on the ground. That's already 1v coming out. Down to 30% as well. And the Sork is going to be kind of away. Goes into the Nightmare. JXV putting some hard chase. No ADclan actually holding W right there on the backside. You see the Sork finally come out. That's a Jermaine. They didn't even pay attention to the Nightmare. And as a result, the Hash is forced to be. Yukimo is going to be backing up here on the DK. Going for some chip. Meanwhile, Hash comes out in the middle right there. Unfortunately, no connection came out. Oh, Dragon Serpent on the ground. JXV gets a 1v1. That's a ninja ego check. Far beaming. Final fatal blow in the basement to finish it off. That's a 2v3 now in play right here. Arise already coming out on top so far. E-buffs pulled out from 2. DK has hers available if he wants to pop it. Meanwhile, DK on the backside right here. You see the CC's coming out. Murderous Attempt a little too far away. They're chasing down this Archer. No, they're chasing down the Hash. Archer in play with the ninja right here. DK is going to be going up and try to put some potential peel on him as well. On the backside, you have the Sork finally coming out of play right here. Gonna be trying to go for the Archer where he can in the Nightmare right there. Unfortunately, no connection this time around. Hash still pulling pressure onto that DK. DK trying to survive and pull back where he can. Hash slowly living right here. Goes for the counter. Sin Splitter bound. Unfortunately, a little too slow. Not gonna manage to get the connection. Pops the front leg right there. ADclan just dropping some damage from the low ground. Backing up. Ooh, needs to be careful right here. Seas came out. There's a Lunacy pushing forward, shattering secondary damage. Spectral again down to 20% right here. Almost held the slow right there, but needs to be careful of that Archer damage. Waiting back, you see Sinflutter came out, try to get the DK from the backside on the frontal guard. Katana shower, a little too far away. Adams drops a CC. Unfortunately, Spectre ended up dying in the middle of that 1v3 scenario right here. Sork dropped one. That's a Ninja now out of play. Typical as usual. Ninja first one to die right here. JRJ comes out now. Is going to be waiting. 1v2% per potential here. He has a chance to make this play. Slowly getting chipped, shattering, waiting back now. Wheels slowly going forward. Archer's just trying to put some long-range pressure and keep his teammate on the DK in play. He's going to be popping the TBS here. Jumps, climbs onto the high ground right here. Waiting so far. Slowly pushing forward. Archer, Meteor Dive in the middle right there. DOD tried to go for it. Lunacy, DK a little too far behind from the Archer. Sork making some good ground onto the Archer here so far. Meteor Dive is going to be backing away. Sork not going to get close enough, unfortunately. Secondary Nightmare right here. Needs to be careful not to get caught. Try to go for the CC, push him out right there and get CC on him as he came up, but a little too early. Now waiting back, TBS comes in right here. Archer goes in aggressive, dropping some damage. Meteor Dive again, just be kiting away. DK pushing forward, gets a flow off the Shattering Guard there, drops a wheel into the middle of the Nightmare, gets a KB off one. TBS, secondary CC, GRJ almost finishes it off, kills the DK, slowly going forward in the DOD to finish it off. That's a clutch coming out from the Sork.
Another
really well
played.
played.
From another Sork, bro. This
Really well played by Sin. That was a really nice play. So we can actually watch a replay of this. This was a really well played by Bawsdeep's Sork here right there. So you see the
one baited, went
the
for
other
the
one.
other guy and took him out, bro. That was great.
Really well played. Like honestly, really. You saw he got the CC on the Archer, and then the DK tried to he got the CC on the DK afterwards, and get the Doom and to finish off the Archer. Really well played. And next match already has commenced. Sorry, was a bit late here. So Armin, please.
Oh, next round now starting up already. I didn't even notice. I was so immersed by that replay. So, match is going to be in commence here. Effects flying everywhere. That's a CC on the Hash right there. That's a KD. Hash no V available. That's already one out of the fight. Oh, looks like he got the V just in time. One teammate from Arise. Unfortunately, got the secondary CC, but it's not going to matter. Dragon's going to get one shot in the middle right there. Got stiffened. Cannot be in the stiffen right there. Is going to end up dying. DOD chasing down the Archer now. Goes to the TBS. Both players in the middle of a corner right here. GRJ. Oh my god. That Sork damage was crazy. What just happened? Archer's dead. 2v2 scenario now. Both teams are going to be trying to play this slow and wait it out. Arise and Bawsdeep are going to regroup on opposite sides. Bawsdeep with an advantage here with a heavy iframe. Well, both teams heavy iframe classes here. Hash is going to be sitting in that tornado waiting for his opportunity. Slowly pushing forward. Wheel on the backside. Both teams split. Bawsdeep gets a first CC. There's already one down and dead. DK is the only one left. Ninja unfortunately got caught out. Now slowly pushing forward. DK needs to be careful. Goes for the wheel. Almost ate the GRJ, but the Hash to finish it up with the follow-up damage. Bawsdeep are relentless onto Arise here.
They took the second round.
They are winning by the skin of their teeth. Every round, they lose a player first, and they just bring it back from those 3v2s.
Really well played, yeah, 100%. The Sork is pulling out a lot. Like the Sork got like the CC on the Ninja twice, so on this round and the last round. So this Sork is definitely doing a really good job here. So we will see if the Rise can adapt to that and bring it back. They still have like time to
Rise
do
can
it.
easily bring this back.
But if Bawsdeep continues to be that oppressive and dominant, they will definitely keep that. So the next match has commenced. Let's go.
And we're going to have to see how this pulls out this time. Archer is going to needs to be careful to not get caught up by the Sork this time. DK is going to be peeling for him this time around. Ninja, meanwhile, 1v2ing as well, trying to draw some attention, going forward, getting some damage off. You see the Suck Ninja right there. Ooh, JXV already CC'd. Unfortunately, a bit of a Ninja syndrome got caught already. Archer now kind of go away. Hash putting some hard pressure. Sin Splitter, hard chasing him down. Ninja in the middle. JXV now at a V. Going to go for the stomp right here. CC in the middle. Gets a CC on the opposing Suck Ninja this time around. There's a V now coming out. 2v3 in the middle again here one more time. Shattering, sees damage comes out, no connection, unfortunately goes to the stomp, slowly pushing forward. Hash drops a NATO, Sins in the middle, counter, almost ends up dying, down to 30%. He's getting chased down, putting some hard pressure. The DK is just trying to run him down slowly. Down to 20%. Meanwhile, 2v2 scenario here in the middle. DOD comes out. No CC available. Trading Katana Showers. Unfortunately, no connection. JXV try to go for the grab. Dragon Serpent slowly pushing back. KMV needs to be careful. Grouping up with his teammate here. Meanwhile, Specto gets a slow on to JXV. JXV needs to be careful. Went for the block jump. You're gonna eat the Sin Splitter. That's the final damage with no chance to get away. 2v3 scenario. Spectro's gonna be taking the lead here. Now DK in the middle drops a Lunacy. Hash is gonna be in full SA, so he's not gonna get any kind of CC. Slows coming out from both sides. On the backside, Cammy comes in and gets a CC onto the Archer. Added, now down and dead. DK is the only one available in this 1v3, and we saw how that went last time. Yakumo's on the ground, and he's just going to get run over. BD once again take the third round, but this time in a much cleaner fashion, I will say.
Yeah, definitely. They did really well. Like, this was really well played. This was really well played. What do you think, Hansa?
Yeah, I mean, that time they took the advantage. They went down from 3-2. They kept the advantage, kept the pressure up, played together really well. And Arise, unfortunately, just couldn't keep up with them. Hopefully they can make a comeback. I want to see Arise show off what they can do, because they got some really good players. Jubso has to be really careful of the Hash. The Hash is going into him and throwing that Sin Splitter, which is so powerful.
Needs to be really,
ninja.
especially on Trojan.
He needs to stay away from the Hishashin if he wants to do this.
All right, we have the next match has commenced. Let's go.
All right, we're going to have to see if either of the teams decide to slow play this time around. JXV and the Ninja 1v1ing on the backside. Meanwhile, Archer in the middle, Meteor dive. Hash drops is so low, immediately is forced to V. Not going to take any kind of risk. Archer doing some big chunks so far. Meanwhile, BD, both teams trading right here. Hash coming in, grouping up. BD is going to get a slow regroup going on. Adeline on the backside is going to go for the Archer CC. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the connection. But meanwhile, still gets a CC, and the DK is down and dead. Dragon Force to V. Both teams are going to lose one, but one's dead this time around, so they're gonna need to try and get a kill here before that third player comes back in. Now, meanwhile, another V looks like came out. I'm not too sure right there. Hash is gonna be dropping the Serpent's coiled in the middle right there. Secondary fallout from the Sork, gets a spin, damage from the SA, slowly pushing forward. Stomp comes out. JXV is going to be trying to live through here. Goes for the Stomp. Serpent raw. Unfortunately, a little too aggressive. Ooh, got up just in time. Block jump comes out. Backing up now. Meanwhile, you see the Sork chasing down that Archer one more time. BD are going to regroup and look for him right here. JXV slowly backing away. He's going to be popping his block jump right there. Looks like he got the E-buff just in time right there, too. Now the Archer on a lone island against two rat classes. What can he do? That's nothing. That's right. Hash gets his CC on the one, and JXV is going to be dropping as well. Spectral gets it off, and that's going to be 4-0 BD. Once again,
really well played by Bawsdeep. Like, I did not expect that.
You saw towards the end there, Hishashin just
that was a crazy good Mirage from the Hush. He got the C swap. He like the C swap triggered the Mirage. He got the instant back CC. He got into the Sin Splitter, but it's okay with Trials at the re-CC because of the resistance. Sin Splitter is a great re-CC tool for those Trials with those low ignore risk because it has multiple hits. It was definitely the right decision here. But the next match has commenced. Let's go.
Man, dude, just take one round back, please. I'm begging you. I don't want to see a 5-0 in the semifinals. Round has started. That's already 1v coming out. Looks like that is from Arise's side. Now backing up right here, Yakumoto is just going to be trying to kite away, getting hard chase. Kremi and this player are going both for JXV right here. Unfortunately, not going to manage to get anything. Adeline again getting run down as usual in these matches. Sork just spins forward with the bond, gets the trade off. There's the damage, and Ada's down and dead. 2v3 scenario. Arise already on the back foot. There's a third. Ooh, got the V off just in time though. Now in a 1v3 scenario, JXV is running in silent charge. Oh, that's a rough one right there. Now holding in the middle right here, Yakumo's gonna be trying to kite away. I don't even know what he's gonna do here, guys. This is a little bit disappointing to watch. Trust me, this DK It's a rough one. GRJ comes out a little too far away, trying to kite away. Shattering comes in. Oh, actually got the CC of 1. Spinning forward, dropping down to 20%. He might be able to pull this back. No, unfortunately. The sword came in from behind in the final damage chunk. BD, in a very unclimactic fashion, are going to take a very clean 5-0 straight to your grand finals.
Really?
Great showing from Arise, but unfortunately, they showed up a little
Really well played by Bawsdeep. They got a clean sweep. It's the same for Bows. I think they're going to the finals undefeated. However, before we move to the finals, we have the match for our third place. So the next match will be Revo versus Arise for the third place. There's also a third place reward, so we will do this next. And after this, we will have the finals, Main versus Bawsdeep. And I mean, you probably don't know this, but Main and Bawsdeep, they're like arch nemesis. Like
We hate each other.
yeah.
Okay,
I didn't want to put it that way, but yeah,
That's fitting. That's fitting.
it's pretty much for
as well,
years already, like for years.
Like Zector said, both teams are undefeated, so someone's gonna have to lose here. But both Main and Bawsdeep have made it to the finals.
No
losing
caster
one round.
bias, right? No caster bias, right?
No, I mean you're captain, so you're fine, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
To be honest, I'm really happy to see that Main and Bawsdeep are in the finals. This is probably one of the best outcomes here in the finals. But Rise versus Revo is our next up matchup. Both teams really strong. We will quickly move to the teams in a bit. But Hansa, what do you think?
I'm excited to see what happens. I want to say Arise. I put my money on Arise over Revo, but I think any team can win this one. All the players know what they're doing, but I just like seeing ninjas. As much as I do like seeing ninjas, Revo does have that Sork Musa comp. I still will stick with it. Those two classes together are extremely powerful, so Revo can bring it back. Well, bring it back. They can just straight win, but I would say Arise, in my opinion, is the better team.
I like seeing good ninjas.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
All
are you
right.
trying to say?
The next match is about to start. We'll get more quiet here again. Anything? I think it's 10 seconds until we start. Rise versus Revo for the third place. Taking 10 seconds until the match starts. So the winner of this matchup will get one of the Pearl rewards that we give away. So yeah, it's definitely will be an exciting match to watch. So match has commenced. Let's go.
Alrighty, first round starting up of our third place match. JXV already going to the backline, fully split. Teams going opposite side. Revo's going to be going for their backline on Arise, getting chased out right here. Easy Text trying to do what he can. Meanwhile, you already see. Oh my God, the witch is already dead. Wizard's down. Flames Z on the. He's. I don't even know what happened. That is already 2v3 scenario right here. Arise versus Revo. Waiting back, Stomp comes in, JXV going aggressive on the Musa, needs to be careful. Crush Crusher came out, unfortunately no connection from the frontal guard from behind. Sork chasing down, that's a V coming out so far. Easy Tech is going to be trying to clutch it out a little bit. Crows comes out, King Gaze trying to get some follow-up on him as well. Revo going to get a bit of a regroup right here. JXV dropping the Katana shot in the middle, GRJ goes behind, got the smoke screen just in time, so no CC connection. Arise, meanwhile, unfortunately got the CC onto the Musa. Now, Easy Tech's in a 1v3 scenario, he's going to have to wait for his teammate to come back. Musa's going to get a clean V up, no CC connection onto him as he wakes up. Adeline getting chased down. Yakumo down to 10%. Both teams running low. JXV gets CC'd and burned down. Forced to V. And unfortunately, Arise, after dropping down so low, or neither of them are gonna die in a 1v3 scenario. Revo has a chance. Oh, Easy Tech's doing a good job so far of kiting and staying awake. Goes for the DOD a little too far away. Beheading comes out. Unfortunately, no connection from Easy Tech. Went for the grab. No connection right there. He got the iframe just in time. GRJ goes to the opposite side. Dude couldn't get anything off right there. Goes in the Nightmare. Waiting back. Comes out. Secondary Nightmare. Now kind of awake. Ooh, that's a slow DOD. You're gonna get caught out of that. Stop for the follow-up and Arise. Take the first round of our third place match right here.
Really nice play from Arise. Taking out that wizard early was really essential. And it was hard for the Musa to like dodge the others, and then like the Sork. I mean, we saw him 1v3, but
almost killed all of them, bro.
Yeah,
it was close. It was close.
It was close. Yeah, it was close, but it was not enough. It was not enough.
If he just had a little bit more damage there, that could have been a sweep. That could have been.
No, Sork doesn't need a little bit more damage.
No, don't say
That's not what I meant. But
damage away from that boss. We're only C10 here, Ahmed. It hurts.
Oh
no,
gosh.
Don't do that. Don't buff Sork, please.
Alrighty.
All right, next match. Let's go.
Second round now starting up right here, holding back. Long range CC coming out from the Archer, no connection. DOD going in the middle. That's a lot of effects. We're just going to be trying to drop slows where he can. Gets a CC. Shade Z, unfortunately, is going to get stiffened right there. No, he didn't V. He went for a fireball in the middle of 3 players and ends up suiciding himself. There's another V in the middle right there. And now Revo and Arise in a 2v2 scenario right here. Archer's going to be trying to drop some chip damage. Getting chased down by Ada. JXP coming out of V now is going to be going for a murderous intent a little too far away. Musa chasing back down at 30%. DK is putting some hard chasing. V in the middle right there. Atlan goes for the Bond CC. Unfortunately, no connection. Easy text dropping low. Itaru's got burned by the Archer right there while he was going in. So a little too aggressive. And now in a 1v3 scenario, almost got caught by JXP from behind the frontal guard. Goes on the Nightmare right here, waiting. Holding back, goes out behind, try to go for the Archer a little too far away, pushing forward now. Adlin's going to be trying to put some pressure onto him. I don't even know where the Sork is. I'm losing sight of him.
Yeah, I also
waiting back, goes for the beheading, holds the Q block right there just in time, so he's not going to get caught. DOD long range, goes for the Archer a little too far away, so he's not going to manage to catch anything off of that. Murderous intent, holds a GRJ, burns down 2. They're both down to 1%. Almost killed both. They got 1 at least. Now it down to 2% HP. He barely survived himself. Kiting back, pushing forward. He's going to be trying to hold the Q block. Ninja putting some aggressive pressure with that murderous intent. Gets an iframe just in time. Meanwhile, Archer's just free spamming. Ooh, nice grab. Got it off just in time before the Sork went into Nightmare. And Arise now 2-0 with that win.
Really see the power of Sork, man. Aurora is just killing it in this tournament. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get the victory in that round, but she's had so many 1vx's coming out on top.
He is a really good.
I'd say Sork is probably like top 3 class right now, probably. Just due to iframes and damage. So it is really scary.
I'd love you to console partner. I'd love for you to have a conversation.
No comment.
No, you already know Seps, right?
half dozen. Okay.
Oh, you can't talk to him. I say it's just so hard, man.
All right,
next match is commence. Let's go.
Alrighty, next round, 3rd round starting out right here. Goes for the long range CC Archer again, no connection. You can already see aggressive plays splitting this time around. Revo are going to be double teaming on the backline, and the Musa just ends up inting. Immediately dropped down. The Musa might do damage, but he's also very squishy at that. Shade Z is going to be dropping some meteors in the middle right there, down to 50%, slowly getting chunked. You see the DK trying to support him. That's a KD. The Archer got the CC, and Sork again in another 1v3 scenario right here. We're going to have to see what he can do. Holding back, there's a stomp coming out from the Ninja, goes for the GRJ. Ooh, unfortunately, couldn't get a connection. It looks like he almost got off right there, but that was just a blade spin animation. Waiting back is going to be in his V. Comes out on the opposite side right here. Aiden's going to be trying to go for the long-range pop shots, but a little unfortunately, behind that fence, no connection. DOD got the fast DOD off this time, so not a slow DOD. He's not going to end up getting caught. Yakimura goes for the shattering, no CC secondary follow-up. GRJ holds it, goes for the Archer. Archer's still going to be in SA. Drastic measure comes down the middle right there, secondary, murderous intent follow-up. Backing up, getting chipped down. Yakimuto's high on his tails, goes into Nightmare right there, waiting back. Let's slow down for a second here. He's going to wait right here. Goes for the wheel. Unfortunately, behind right there. Missed the stomp. Goes to the DOD. Couldn't get any kind of connection right there. Murderous intent. Just waiting right here. Wheel of Fortune. Holds a GRJ. Ooh, that's actually a pretty clean grab. I'm not going to lie. Got the grab through the GRJ. And the Ninja flexing a little bit. Gets the 3-0 Arise. Oh, dude, is this going to be another 5-0?
Maybe.
I hope not.
I also hope not. But that was really well played by Arise again. I'm not gonna lie, that was really nice. They take
Was it really well played?
It was. They take the wizard and the Musa really fast, and the Big Watcher got the grab again on the Grim Reaper, and yep, hopefully Revo can get this back a bit, but it seems like Arise is doing a really good job here.
Well, we never know. Revo can definitely turn it around, but next match has commenced.
Alrighty, 4th round now starting here, 3-0 so far for Arise. Revo have not managed to do any kind of impact in this match so far. JXP is going to get the block jump. Oh, went for the grab, got res, and he got burned. Down, immediately dropped down. 2v3 scenario. If Revo had any kind of chance, this is the one now. Musa goes with the sub, a little too far away, went a little too aggressive, got caught by the shattering or the seeds, it looks like right there from the Sork. There's a V coming out. Easy Tech is going to be pulling it back as well, gets a V of his own. Shadesy now coming out in the middle right there. Is going to be just holding, getting some SA off, backing up. Yakimuto is going to be trying to survive here. Shadesy putting some slows down, getting the chip off. Needs to be careful. Backing up. Adeline and King A is just 1v1ing so far. And the Musa and and the Archer. Yakumoto just holding in the middle right here. Adelan holds the SA as well. Goes for the shot. Unfortunately, not going to get any kind of CC right there. Backing up, there's the seed. Shattering. Secondary follow-up. Sorch is going to be holding his Q block. Arise doing a great job at kiting so far. Playing this really cleanly. Adelan, again, backing up, is going to get some pop shots off on an easy text, but he is going to be in that full SA, so no connection. Just going for this long-range kind of comp damage. They're going to have to battle against this wizard here. Waiting. There's a DOD slowly pushing forward. Adelan needs to be careful on the backline. Meanwhile, Yakumoto needs to be careful. There is a Sork behind him, slowly getting burned down. Went for a wheel and immediately dropped down to 40% off of that. But meanwhile, the Archer got a CC in the middle. That's a KD. Just kills him solo. And the Sork nowhere to peel, is not going to manage to peel that off. Ada ends up dropping himself. Went for the meteor dive. Got kited and burned down by the Sork as he kited away. TBS to get the final clutch. And Easy Tech finally making some space for his team.
Really nice. Revo got 1 point. I think they tried to they can gather themselves a bit and try to get this back, but this was really well played.
Yeah, 100%. Unfortunate for the Ninja to get taken out. I didn't even see what happened to him. He just kind of came in and died instantly.
Yeah, he got deleted. I think it was 2 people that like the Musa, and I'm not too sure if there was Sork or the Wizard, but he got just deleted. I think that's definitely the right way to do it. Just burst down one and then have a 3v2 and try to kill the others. But yeah,
the weak link definitely seems to be the Wizard for Revo's team, and Arise is trying to capitalize on that. But the fifth round is about to start now.
Man, my throat's going to be raw after this. Alrighty, 5th round now starting up. Long range shot coming out again from the Archer. It's almost like repeat over and over. Neither team wants to switch up their starting positions right here. But actually, no, Revo playing a little slower this time. They're content with playing out the time. Slowly pushing in their favor. Both teams now slowly closing in. Revo backed into the corner. JXV, there's an aggressive play. They can try and turn this around on him if they want. Goes for the Katana shot. A bit of a risky play. Blockship comes out. No grab this time, but he ends up dying again. This is exactly what Revo want. Bait in 1, CC 2. There's a PA now coming out from the Wizard. They're not going to be taking a lot of damage right here, and you can see it already. Yakumoto not managing to trade back onto the Sork. Ada finally out of V is going to be trying to get some CC onto Shade Z right here, and there's Easy Text. He saw his target. There's a long-range DOD. GRJ got the V off just in time in the GRJ. Looks like he still had it available. Sorry. Now Musa holding back right here. Almost ended up eating the ball. Slowly waiting back. Shade Z is going to be going forward on the opposite side. Is going to be getting some peel off onto Yakumoto right here. Adelan trying to kite away. Meteor dive. They're putting some hard pressure on him. And now you see Revo. This is where their comp can shine. They can put pressure onto both from long range without any kind of issue. Adelan's the first one to drop. Kingate's got the hard aggressive pressure. Drop the BSR to make sure it was final as well. Yakumoto now in a 1v3 scenario. Kiting away. Goes for the seeds. Long range. Both players are going to be holding that SA. Goes for the wheel right there. Oh, sorry for the frontal guard right there. Could have got the CC off of the Sork. Unfortunately, Sork did not want to go aggressive onto that, so misses his catch. Yakumoto, though, not too sure how much is going to matter regardless. Blades comes out, goes to the seas in the middle right there, backing up, holds the middle. Frontal guard is going to get spun through, and with that, that is going to now be 2 coming back for Revo Arise at 3. This might be potentially a comeback.
That might be
comeback. Big Butcher needs to definitely change up his style here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
he's gone in. And he's just getting killed standing up.
Yeah, I think he was definitely way too aggressive in that corner. He just got instantly like deleted there. Like he has to change it. And if he's dying early on, like Revo has just 100% the upper hand. And if Revo capitalizes on that like even more now and try to take him out first, they can definitely have a comeback and still get the win. But we have to see how this turns out. Next match has commenced. Let's go.
And already next round starting up right here. Match finally getting close. I'm happy it wasn't a 5-0. Oh, Shade Z got CC in the middle right there. It looks like unfortunately Arise did not catch it. That was a KD as well. Playing a little too slow right there. Missing their opportunity. JXV this time. Let's see. Is he going to have the Ninja Syndrome? No, it looks like this time Yakumoto is going to be picking up the Ninja Syndrome on the backside. Down to 50%. Already burned down. Block jump now coming out from JXV. Gets caught again. Went for another block jump grab. And Easy Text. Reads it like a textbook. That's a CC. And now 2v3 right here. Revo going in the mid. Musa dropping some hard damage. Adelan chunking him down this time around. Oh, that's perfect. Easy Text on the ground. This is an opportunity. Final damage coming out from the Archer. And unfortunately, it was a little too slow. Got the V off in time. If they can read where the Sork V is coming out, they have a chance to pull this back. Musa just trying to run away. Yakumoto is going to ignore his teammate in dire stress right here. Easy Tech is going to be chasing down Adelan. backing up. GRJ comes out. Yakamoto still in a 1v2 on the side right here. He's going to be trying to burn down Shade Z, down to 30%. Meanwhile, EasyTech still on this Archer. Adam's going to be trying to come in to peel off his teammate, give him some support, but unfortunately he's going to get zoned off by the Sork now. Yakamoto running away, 1v1 against this Musa. Backing up. EasyTech's on the ground. Archer has a chance to pull it back for his team here. Meteor dive, drops the combo. You're not going to get the kill in that scenario. Are you serious? DK in a 1v3 now. We've seen how this goes. It's Deja Vu. Pulls 2 down to 20%, but the Meteor to finish it off. And Arise and Revo are tied up.
Really nice. Nice. It's cool to see that Revo is actually coming back. Pickpotcher got killed as well again in the first
That's the
few.
third time in a row.
Yeah,
He was the first
definitely
one to make a
needs
big mistake.
Yeah, if Pickpotcher's out, like the Archer and the DK, it's not enough. There's so much damage pressure from Revo coming on. I think he should be definitely play a bit more careful.
Yeah,
especially
he needs to let his archers and DKs do the chip damage from range, and then when they're getting a bit chipped, that's when he needs to come in and try and pick someone
I'm not
off.
gonna rise. Arise could have won that. They could have won that, but the Archer choked so hard.
Combo,
he did.
I think he was slowed as well. It looked like he was doing it very slow right there.
right, next match has commenced.
Next round now starting up here. Now tied 3-3. Revo up 3 rounds in a row here. DOD almost got behind the DK frontal guard right there, so he needs to be careful. Long range seeds, no pressure coming out just yet. Unfortunately, no connection. Shade Z is going to get a slow off onto the DK. DOD out in the middle, drops a Meteor. Doesn't manage to get behind the frontal guard just in time. GXV tried to go for a CC in the middle. Flame Z, the Wizard, almost dropped down to 1. Sork, meanwhile, is going to die this time. Arise finally have a chance after taking out the key playmaker out from Revo's side. No more iframes galore, and Arise are looking at Eyes on top. JXV goes in, hard stomp, gets a CC on a 1, forces a V. If they... Oh, wait. Where'd it go? Oh, there's a V. All right. Unfortunately, he's not going to manage to survive. No, Archer pop shot came in around the corner. Bit of a bad V spot, unfortunately. And Arise, after winning that, are going to break the winning streak from Revo and take it to round 4.
I think you call this the Nayashi corner, right? Like the corner right there?
Yeah, we call it the Nayashi corner when you're hugging that corner out of V. Yeah. It's the death corner.
It's a death corner, yeah. But taking out the Sork definitely helped them, and they took, like, it's match point for Rise this time. Maybe Revo can pull this back. It's a really tight match, though. I think both teams still can, like, have a chance to win.
Yeah, it could definitely still go either way, but Arise, I do say Arise, like I said from the beginning, has the advantage. But next round has started.
Okay,
You guys like my cringy Arise line from last round? Oh, that's a CC in the middle. Pop shot comes in. That's a KD. No view. Oh, the Wizard's already dead. 2 on the ground. Sork's dead, and this is gonna be such a devastating final conclusion. Sork actually got the V up just in time right there. No, they have a chance. 2v3. We've seen them do it before, but can they do it again? King Ace running away. They want to ignore this Sork while burning down the Musa. EasyTech's in the middle trying to buy some space while he can. King Ace burning low, down to 30. GOJ comes out, forces a V out of 1. EasyTech's already making his playbook plays right here. Arise backing up. Adlin's gonna be trying to buy some space. Goes for the damage right there. Musa comes in, gets a below the belt burn down to 30% on the Archer, slowly kinding away. Nakamoto comes in for the peel, and the Sork ends up dying, unfortunately. Musa in a 1v3, and Arise with the final kills. JXV pulls it out. 5-3. Arise will be your 3rd place prize winners.
Well, really well played. Congrats to Rise for winning that. It was really a close matchup, but it was not enough for Revo. So Rise will take the 3rd place. And with that, we are moving on to the final. So GG to Revo and Arise. Really nice match. Really liked watching that. And with that being said, we have the finals next. However, before we go to the finals, we will have a 5-minute break for everyone to get, like, go to toilet, get something to eat, get something to drink, and so the teams can chill a bit. So thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back in 5 minutes with the finals, and with that being said, we see us in a bit. And hello guys, here we are back with the finals, main versus Bawsdeep. It's the first to 7 this time, so every team needs 7 points. It will be a long final, and we will see how this will turn out. But before we start, we'll quickly go over the teams real quick, so you guys can see that again.
Whilst you pull up the teams, I'm sure I'm as excited for a first to 7 when it comes to commentating.
Oh, God.
I hope you got that
listen.
that Red Bull ready.
I've done 9 hours of straight casting for that first Archer tournament, alright? So, this isn't as bad, alright? This isn't that bad, to be honest, in comparison.
Well, we have Bawsdeep with Sin, Sork, Hashashin, and Ninja versus Striker, Guardian, and Warrior. And I think we are all ready to start in 20 seconds.
Yeah,
so we will jump back right away. And yeah, we're pretty excited. 10 seconds. And here we have the finals of the first EU championship for Europe console. And let's see who will take the victory.
Alrighty, we have our first round starting up. It's the grand finals, Main versus Bawsdeep. That's a great name. Alrighty, starting off early, DOD coming out. You're going to see on the opposite side, both teams are playing slow this time around, content with waiting it off. Main, obviously, on that ball-heavy comp, are going to be looking for the opportunity. Guardian already going early, aggressive in the backline. Didn't even know a Guardian could move like that. Pushing forward, goes with the CC. Main grouping up. Warrior just waiting for his opportunity. Damage comes out. GRJ, TBS. Damage already, and the hash is already down and dead. Main take the lead here so far. Ninja on the backline tries to go for the stomp. Fatal blow, no connection. Block jump comes out on. Meanwhile, you see the Warrior just holding his Q block, waiting for his opportunity here. Sork going to be trying to get some peel off so far. Ninja got V'd out. Unfortunately, Kenny trying to buy some space, goes into the SA, eats the Guardian cleave, burn down and low, grass smash on the backside. Ninja and Warrior getting a 1v1 off. Sork forced to V. Unfortunately, they're just completely ignoring him and going for the Ninja. Meanwhile, Guardian just putting some hard pressure, chasing bound after that Ninja right here. Damage came out. Ninja is going to get some space and peel. Main, GTL still chasing Hound hard after him. The final cleansing flame comes out from the Guardian. There's a CC in our first round. We're already in a 1v3. TBS comes out. That's going to be a striker. You're not going to manage to get a kill on that. DOD long range, waiting. Guy's gonna be trying to jump away. Solar Flare goes for the CC, a little too far away. Gets a peel off just in time. Goes into the nightmare. He's gonna be looking for an opportunity to try and get a CC here, but all 3 players are gonna be perma SA. He's not gonna get a KB onto any players here. TBS comes out. Grave Digging is gonna eat the slow. You can see it already applying right there. Needs to be careful of the grab. Striker tries to go for it. Unfortunately, a little too far away. Down knee kick. Goes for the TBS right there. A little too far away. Not gonna get the CC. Goes with the spiral cannon. Backing up. Holding strong so far. Down to 30%, but the slashing is gonna be enough damage to finish him off. Main end up taking the first round in very clean fashion for our grand finals.
Yeah, really.
That was really impressive towards the end. Pinder actually just raw grabbed the Sork right there. You don't see that every day.
Yeah,
that was a really good grab, really good plays.
He is really precise with that grab, but also taking out the Hush at the first time, it was really risky. Like, I think GTL was already really low there, but he traded nice that the Hush died instead of him. But it was a bit risky there. But they took off the first point, and we will see. It's a long final, so it can't go either way. But the next round has commenced. Let's go.
Second round now starting up right here. Guardian again taking that midfield. Bawsdeep need to try and make some space to go in here and get something off. Hash this time around is going to be going in his NATO early here so he can't get caught. Ninja meanwhile on the backside. GT looking for his space and his opportunity. You see him playing these outsides and looking for these quick solar flare catches while his teammates do the dirty work in the middle. Dragon Serpent Striker's going to be chasing him down, trying to get some peel. Pin D4 is going to get the CC on 1 and force out the V. No, the Circ's going to be going into Nightmare right there. Dragon Serpent coming in, trying to get the Warrior CC off, but the Warrior is still holding that Q block. Ground smash in the middle. Hash is going to get the slow onto him. TBS comes in, gets a CC on the GT, is going to force a V. Pin D4 tries to come in for the peel. Unfortunately, he's not going to manage to get anything. Ninja meanwhile backing up Pin D4 on the backside. Kenny waiting for his opportunity, pushing forward. Dragon Serpent goes for the grab of the Guardian. No, it's just going to be going for a Crescent Slash right there. Goes with the CCB Super Armor coming in, gets the damage off, gets the Heaven's Cleave, and that's going to be a slow now applied. DOD comes in, goes with the CC on a GT on the backside. GT's just holding his Q block, playing content, goes with the grab of the Hash. Unfortunately, a little too slow on the Sins for his punish. Not going to manage to get anything. Spectral backing up. Ninja's gonna be grouping up with him. Main grouped up in the middle. All 3 clumped up. Not gonna manage to do anything because the Sork is V'd. Dragon Server's on the ground after getting CC'd on alert stance. And now holding in the middle. 2 V's around. Spectre's gonna be trying to make some space here. Is gonna pop his counter. Goes for the grab of the Guardian. Is gonna get the V off of it. Guardian does not even want to take any kind of risk. Jermaine goes in. GTO trying to get the CC off. Just holding his Q block. Playing content against Awakening Hash. Spectral comes in. Sorry, Super Armor comes in. Is gonna be going for the grab right there. Gets a grab of the Guardian. Hard aiming. Damage comes out, gets a peel off from Spectron as well, and that's going to be now one finally down and dead after this very long match so far. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. Timers are running low here. Goes to the grab. Hash, unfortunately, not going to manage to get it. GRJ comes out in the middle. GTL just going to eat it raw. Drops the Gravedigger, is going to get the slow. They're hard chasing down the Sork. Pindy4 does not care, just following up with his teammate. Spectre's going to get the slow onto the Warrior right here. Dragon Serpent needs to be careful. GTL try to wrap around for him. Pindy4 is going to be burning his grab. 15 seconds on the clock now until he can get it off. Blockjump try to go for the grab. Not going to manage to get anything. Cannon gets it. CC on the GTL. GTL's down and dead. Pindy4 comes in. Spiral Cannon not going to manage to get the connection. Goes for the front guard right there. Iframe pushing forward on the side. He's going to look for the Sork right here. Rage Hammer waiting it out. Ninja goes for the stomp after waiting for a second. Smart play right there. Just waiting his time. Does not want to get early caught right here. Cross the slash. Damage. Goes for the blades right there. Pindy4 just barely trying to survive. And after a long round, Bawsdeep managed to take the second round.
Really nice.
Ooh, what a fight. 1-1.
1-1. Let's go.
That was so close, but they managed to pick up that Guardian towards the end. As Bawsdeep took the advantage, kept the advantage, put the pressure on. Really well played right there.
Really well played, yeah. So this definitely not like one-sided here. This will be a long final, can go either way. So I'm really excited to see more. If they can bring it back, or if Bawsdeep will take the victory to them the next round. So we have 10 seconds until the match starts, just at any second, and the match has commenced. Round 3 in the finals. Let's go.
Third round now starting up here. We're going to have to see how these teams change their tempo. Tied up evenly so far. Great showing. Spectre's going to be popping his E-buff early here for both teams to see. Needs to be careful here. Main might play a little back after seeing that. No, Super Armor's going to be in the middle, eating some damage. He's going to get the iframe leap away now. Slashing comes out, gets the damage off. Pindy4 on the ground. No, gets up just in time. Can he try to go for the grab right there? Unfortunately, he's not going to manage to get the connection on him. GTO now with no grab available is going to be backing up. Dragon Serpent playing on the backside, biding his time. Pindy4 CC'd down and out. GTO now waiting out right here. Needs to be careful. Super Armor backing up a little bit on the backside. Super Armor just trading against his Hash. Goes for the Heaven's Cleave right there. Not going to manage to get any kind of thing off that. Waiting. Needs to be careful. Ooh, and the spin comes in. Pindy4 on the ground, but no secondary CC. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything off. Goes for the Spiral Cannon. Main are going to be regrouping now after killing the Hash off. Waiting out. Goes into the Nightmare. Is going to be waiting for his Ninja to come out. Comes out of stealth right there. Goes for the damage. Unfortunately, no CC connection. Block jump. Goes for the grab. Burning down. So much damage in the middle, and the Guardian ends up dropping. Striker down at 20%. We're going to have to see how the Ninja is going to be chasing after him. No, buys his time and plays slow. Candy chasing after GTO. GTO trying to peel back. The Ninja needs to make sure he looks behind him and not get caught off guard right here. Bawsdeep in the middle, and both players from Main on opposite sides. No, the regroup now here. Striker is going to be the first one in. Oh, runs in with the Spiral Cannon and deletes the Ninja. Caught off guard. GRJ comes out. Oh, this is a chance. Goes for the GTO. A little too far away, and Pindy4 with the clutch is going to get the grab in the V. Now, can they sniff? No, unfortunately, a little too far away. Tried to chase it down. Went for the Spiral Cannon a little too far away. Backing up right there. Drops a leg drop from the high ground. Going behind. GTO is just going to be holding Q block this whole time and walking at his opponent. Make sure the sword cannot do anything. Actually gets caught through the Q block on the side right there. Went a little too aggressive, but the damage was not there. Karemi had to play it back because he did not want to get caught by Pindy4 right there. Is going to go into Nightmare. Try to go look for the Warrior. Goes into the ground smash immediately back in the Q block. Is going to not try to make the same mistake as last time. Slashing comes out, and the final damage trade. Sork couldn't pull it out, and Main take the third round.
Oh, so really well done. It looks like Main has figured out the weakness for Bowls. They look like they're trying to concentrate on the Hashashin, and Bawsdeep is actually doing a pretty good job killing the Guardian on Main's team in these rounds. So
yeah, 100%.
We'll see how it goes from there, but it looks like the Hash seems to be the weak link at the minute for the Bawsdeep side.
Those fights are still super intense. Like really, they're really intense.
I'm gonna die. I'm dying out here.
Don't worry, there's only like 10 more fights
Oh my
to go.
god.
All right, next
God.
last round has commenced. Let's go.
All right, fourth round now starting up here. E-buffs are available on Main side, but unfortunately, Bawsdeep with no E-buffs available and losing the last round are at a massive disadvantage. If anything, Main here might be waiting for their Striker E-buff to go full on aggressive Ninja E-buff, and all three E-buffs now available from Bawsdeep side. Main waiting out here might have been a bit of a fatal mistake. You're going to see the Ninja and the Sork early E-buff here. Dragon Breath now with that E-buff is going to be trying to get some chip off, burning down some time here, already wasting it a little bit. He wants wants to make sure he can get some bleed procs off while he can. Damage comes out, goes for the stomp right there, a little too far off from GTO. Serpent Coil meanwhile comes out. GTO gets caught in the middle right there. Blocked came out. The TBS caught him. 1v already down and out. Super Armor on the Guardian is going to be up and going for some CCs while he can right here. Spectral's burning him out with the Serpent's Coil. On the backside, you see GTO now finally out of that V. Gets the CC on the 1. Spectral's on the ground, slashing for the damage, and unfortunately, no connection is not going to manage to get the kill. Meanwhile, you see the Sork and the Guardian trading. Guardian's just going to dip out. Dragon Server's on the ground in the middle, barely got the V off in time. DOD on the side and main. All three are chasing after the Sork now. Both teams are burned down on their Vs here. I'm not sure if any are left. Bawsdeep is going to be regrouping in main, slow putting pressure. Cleansing Flame comes out on the backside, slow, just eating it full from the hash. GTL needs to be careful here, drops the Gravening of his own to try and trade the slows back. Ninja finally back in the middle right there. Cleansing Flame eats the damage from the Guardian, down to 20%. He's trying to run away. The Guardian's going to put chase. Meanwhile, on the backside, you're going to see Main end up getting a kill onto the hash. And now with the Ninja dropping low here, Kirby on the side, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Double Malice goes for the stomp, gets his CC on the 1, but ends up suiciding, and as a result, Sork's the only one left. Potentially not a worthwhile trade. GTO now coming in, shield charge right there. This is going to be a rough matchup for the Sork. He's going to go into Nightmare. Baiting out right here. He's going to go for the Cleansing Flame a little too far away. GTL putting some hard chase in. Is going to go through the pillars. Try to go for a DOD in the middle right. They're a bit of a smart play. Try to spin and thread the needle. Not going to manage to get it though. Striker dropping the double Hadouken. Trying to go for the Sun right there. Not going to manage to get anything. Crows. There's a TBS. GRJ drops 1. Final dance from the backside. Almost kills the Guardian. Down to 1%. This might be a clutch moment, but no! GTL with an insane Solar Flare. Got the CC from behind. And Main end up taking the 4th round.
Almost 3v1 at the end, bro. What is this class? Really well played, though. That was some crazy thumb skills right there from the Sork. Well done. Again, Shashin was the first one to go down on the Bawsdeep side. So main looks like they need to focus that class, and but really, just that Sork almost brought it back. That would have been epic.
That would have been epic, 100%. Like, but the solar flare from GTL there, the end was also really nice today. That this.
I feel sorry for Armin because all these rounds are lasting over 2 minutes, and the next one has started. It's yours.
I need more water. Alrighty, 5th round starting up here. Give me some time, guys. Please, just wait.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. They're just holding vlogs and relaxing.
Alright, we're just chilling for a little bit. We're just chilling for a little bit. Oh, there's an engage coming out from the striker. No, he doesn't get anything. On the backside, Pindy4 trying to make some space. Blocked him, already burned out from the Ninja. Main are going to regroup and get a 2v2 going on here against BD. You can see the Sork on the side here. 1v1ing the Guardian. This is not going to be worth anyone's time to watch. Hourcast going for the grab right there. GTO, unfortunately, a little off guard from Spectral. Spectral's going to be dropped the slow with no worry about the Warrior grabbing him now. Meanwhile, Dragon in the middle right there. Block jumps. Unfortunately, not going to go for a grab on the Guardian. A little too scared. Backing up. Striker's going to be pressuring out the Ninja. Try to go for the Wolf's Frenzy. A little too far away. Not going to manage to get anything. Kremi, meanwhile, is going to be burning his Nightmares. Not going to get any kind of CC. There's the first CC. Kremi got caught off guard. GTL got the CC off. Goes with the spear. Catches the Warrior. That's a stun. Double Mall stun. No! A little too far away. He could have got the fall off onto the Warrior. Warrior's going to walk away scot-free. And now coming out of the V, Kremi's getting burned down and chased away by the Guardian and the Striker. In the middle right here. Needs to be careful. Spectre trying to come in and get some damage trades off. There's the Blades right there. Warrior gets a Q block up just in time. Cleansing Flame. Long range. Striker comes in. Full YOLO. Gets a CC on a 1. Kills a Sork. Now chasing back. Sinsbutter comes out. Sash trying to recuperate what he can and salvage this fight. Now going aggressive. Warrior try to go for the grab off the Sulfur. No connection. Cleansing Flame. Sorry, the God Incinerator in the middle right there. Hard damage coming now. Ninja went for a raw grab. Ends up rising the CC. Hash meanwhile on the side is going to eat the ground smash and get a damage trade off onto the Warrior. Guardian Striker chasing back after the Ninja. They're going to look for GTL right here. Goes with the block jump off the Malice. Couldn't get anything unfortunately. Raw slow in the middle right there. GTL comes in. Goes for the ground smash. No connection. Holding the Dark Frenzy on the backside. You see the Gravedigger on the side right there. Goes for the Air to Solid. Goes for the grab. Dragon Serpent gets baited by the Warrior right there. And now in a 1v3 scenario, we're going to have to see what the Hash can do. Descent. Backs up. Down to 50%. Holds a Q block. Goes for the counter right there. Just holding back. His block's broken. Trying to run away. He doesn't have Air to Solid. He's going to be trying to back up right here. There's a counter, but he doesn't care. GTL with the Solar Flare grab. And Main end up taking the 5th round.
Oh, wow.
Well done on Main's team. This time, Hashashin actually ended up lasting all the way to the last player. The Sork was the first person to go down. That was very unexpected.
Bursted down there instantly, but those fights are really intense. It means definitely have the upper hand here. 10 seconds until the 6th round, I think we are in. And yeah, then poor Armin But the match.
I'm
It's
trying my
alright.
best.
Maine's gonna
I'm
win
trying
the
my
next 3
best.
rounds real quick for you.
You can hear my voice cracking.
the
All right,
match
that's the
has
mic.
commenced.
That's not my voice cracking. That's the mic. Trust. Alrighty. 6th round now starting here. E-buffs available on main side and BD. No E-buffs available again. They're going to want to wait this out and try to get their timers back. This warrior E-buff can be such a menace with the res and the speed up potential. Super armor on that Guardian is going to end up eating his slow right here. Waiting out. There's the DOD long range. Trying to get some kind of CC. Just slow chipping these guys down with any kind of blades or anything they can. But unfortunately, no connection so far. Waiting back. You see a 1v1 going on the backside. Dragon Serpent went a little too aggressive. Ninja Syndrome comes in and is going to get CC'd off the sun. There's another CC. GTO gets one. That's already 2 Vs coming out from BD side. Kirby's going to go into the Nightmare. Backing up. Ninja is going to Ninja step away. Slowly kiting back. You see a 1v1 on the backside. Pindy4 gets up. Gets the CC. That's a hash down and dead. And now in a 2v3 scenario, I'm not sure what BD can do right here. Waiting out, you're going to see the Spiral Cannon chasing after him. PND4 is going to be dropping the SA in the middle. Got Incinerator. Dragon Serpent try to go for the grab. A little too far away. Conceal is going to be dropping the TBS. Eats the Grave Digging and is going to get slowed off the back end of that. Dragon Sergeant just still backing away. PND4 went for the grab. Ended up missing it. He has an opportunity here if he wants to go for it. He's going to be backing away with the stomp into Fatal Blow. Getting the opposite side of the arena. He wants to regroup with his sword where he can. Backing up. GTL comes in. Try to go for the grab. No, it looks like he still has it. DOD comes out a little too far away. Drops the blades. Ninja Dragon Sergeant still getting chased down. This is relentless. Pindy4 won't let him breathe. Burning down that stamina one by one. You see the Sork in the middle now. Goes for the slow DOD. Guardian almost ended up catching him. Stomp comes in. Almost ate the leg drop right there. GTL looks like he went for the grab. Ends up missing it. Now going into stealth on the Ninja. Eats the spear. Oh no! Ended up resing the secondary CC right there. Actually, no. Looks like it was a little too slow. GTL drops the combo. But the stun comes in from the striker. Eats the mass. And now Sork in a 1v3. We saw he almost did it once. He's not even going to get close the second time though. Maine take the 6th round and are going to take the score to 5-1.
My boy's doing us proud. Go on, Maine. You got this.
Oh, I know, right? 7th round. That's so intense. Oh my god. Both teams playing really well though. Like really.
Yeah, both teams play really well. Again, the Hash was the first one to go down. Sork was the last one to stay alive. That seems to be the way things go when Maine gets the advantage. But Bawsdeep really needs to think about a strategy, because whatever they're doing right now isn't seeming to be working. They need to stop trying to focus on the Guardian and start thinking about maybe focusing GTL a bit more.
All right,
But
we have next match
fine.
has commenced. Let's go.
Alrighty, this
So
Guardian so far has not getting chunked down at all. He gets slow, but they cannot finish him off. You see the Ninja on the backside this time went a little too aggressive. He's not paying attention to GTL. This comp recipe of GTL playing on these outsides and looking for these CCs where he can. You see it again. Karemi getting caught this time by the striker. That's a KD off the Spiral Cannon. You're not going to wake up this time. Dragon Sergeant now in the middle in a 1v2. Is he going to look for the grab? GTL pressuring him out slowly. Goes for the solar for ground smash. He's going to get caught on the backside. Is he going to get the full combo? Secondary CC. BSR even came out. Not going to manage to kill Dragon Sergeant. Now in a 1v3 scenario right here. The Grave Digging to finish it off. And the Hash. A lonely man against 3. The Persian man. I got some bloodline with him, but I'm sorry. You're going to die right here. I don't know what he can pull out. Goes for the Sin Splitter. He's going to eat the Cleansing Flame right there. Backing up to the opposite side of the arena. Is going to be dropping some SA Tornadoes. Just trying to survive. There's the counter. Slowly pushing forward. They're going to wait the counter out. Now chasing it after him. Slashing. 2%. Final damage. Down to 5. Gets the Q block in time. And the Spear with this leg drop to finish it off. Sorry, the Spiral Cannon. Maine are going to take the 7th round. They are on match point.
6-1.
6-1.
Really good job. So, look, Dragon needs to stop going for the Guardian. Every single time he's going for the Guardian, he's getting slowed and getting killed. He needs to start thinking about looking at the GTL or looking at the Striker and stop going on that Guardian, because it's not working. Every single time, it's not worked out.
Yeah, he's getting CC then all the time, and the SUV always getting killed. But the next round is going to, like, it's match point for Maine. If they win this, they have won their finals match has commenced. Let's go.
6 E-buffs available. It's a reset of the first one. Can BD take the reverse sweep, or will this be their grave? We're gonna have to see right here. Early DOD coming out from the backside. You can see Kermie again. They're just gonna try and get this chip. They're slowly getting closed in on. The last time this happened, the Ninja went a little too aggressive and got burned down. Pin D4 is the first one in this time. Full E-buffs coming out from BD side. GTO in the middle, gets CC'd, but no one to follow up. You see Super now in the back, trying to pressure out the Sork. GTO chasing down, gets a Gravedigger. Spectro in the middle, trying to go for some kind of play. Pops air to assault right there. Now it's getting pushed back. Dragon Sork needs to group up with the Sork. He's going to get it off. Super armor on that Guardian is going to be dropped down to 50%. Drops the Guardian Incinerator, slowly healing up. Spectro gets a slough on the backside. Pin D4 and GTO are going to burn the V out from the Ninja. It looks like Spectro's going to be dropping the Nados. Where's the Ninja coming out so far? There he is on the back. Eats a Solar Flare. Got the V off. No, looks like he was in stealth earlier that time. There's a grab now coming out from Pin D4. Another V coming out. Dragon Sergeant out of the V on the backside now. This is slowly looking bad for Bawsdeep here. Dropping low. Karemi is going to be going for the DOD. TBS in the middle. Drops a slow. Spectra trying to make some space. Dragon Sergeant goes for the grab. Unfortunately, no connection. And the Guardian ends up dying. Finally turning it around. They have the chance right here. Spectra goes for the Nados, holding it back. Dragon Sergeant is going to be lingering that shuriken fight. Pin D4 looking for his opportunity. Where's the Warrior at? Now, I haven't seen him in so far. There he is. Comes in swinging. Kills one off the E-buff. And now it's a 2v2. Ninja has no chance to make a play. Pin D4 gets CC. GTL comes in with a Solar Flare, looking for his opportunity, holds a Q block, no CC coming out from that TBS. GRJ for the secondary follow-up, Hash holding the counter, backing up, slowly pushing forward, goes for the Solar Flare, burning down the Hash at 2%, gonna look for the final damage here. Hash running away desperately. Pin D4 for the follow-up, gets to the opposite side of the arena. Now Sork is gonna be looking for a play and try to peel for his teammate. DOD from the long range, Pin D4 still chasing him down. Got 50% timers, goes for the slashing, a little too far away, doesn't manage to hit anything onto the Hash. Goes for the DOD right there, slowly holding it, gets a Q block in time, goes for the air to assault, counter from the backside. Pin D4 almost got behind it. Kurumi on the ground. Jin D4, GTL down low. Pin D4 holding on the backside of the match. Oh, we got to reset here. Okay, waiting off down to 40-second timers here. We're gonna get a slow pause here. Now on the opposite side, Spectral just holding that slow. GTL still aggressing, goes for the spin right there. Doesn't manage to get anything off of that blades. In the middle, ground smash comes out, gets a spin starter just in time. The coils are running low. GTL's running low, down to 2%, kinding away. He's slowly burning down. He might have V'd there. It looks like he did on the opposite side of the arena, now out of the V, and both teams on a full reset here. 15 seconds left. This might go down to HP timers. Long range DOD. The striker's just gonna try and get damage. GTO in the middle. He's eating damage from the Hash. Goes for a grab. That's a fatal mistake. GTO might die here, but he drops the combo. Serpent Coil on the backside. Pin D4 is down to 20%, and with the final HP timers, BD are gonna pull it back.
Wow, what a match!
Was crazy.
That was crazy. That was not. Maybe was not able to get the second, like in the 2v2 in the time.
Went to grab the Hash, missed. The Hash grabs him back and then doesn't kill him with the combo, bro. That was
it was still enough to. It was all they need was the HP timer to run out to get this point. So Bawsdeep won this round, and it's still match point for main. So Bawsdeep needs to play really careful now. If they lose one more time, it's over.
I will say, BD played that really well.
They did, yeah.
They played that really well.
Right.
And now after that great showing from last round, they're on high hopes. They have the chance to pull it back. Could this be a start of a reverse sweep right here? We're going to have to see. Spectral is going to be holding the Q block. Super Armor slowly walking up right here. He doesn't want to drop that Q block where he can. Pin D4 is the first one in. Looks like he's going to hold that E buff for now. Waiting right here. Guardian's going to be dropping the Guardian Center on the backside. You see a couple 1v1s coming out right here. Karemi, Dragon Sergeant waiting over on the corner. Spectral runs in and he gets grabbed by Pin D4. Full holds W. Comes in with a stop right here. Dragon needs to be careful. Pin D4 has that E buff. Is just going to be running at him. There's a leg drop. There's a spiral cannon. Dragon is going to get up just in time. Is going to get away off of that. Thank God. He's clinging on for dear life here with about 20%. DOD comes in from the long range. He's going to be trying to chip somebody down, but no connection, unfortunately. Now waiting on the side right here, Blades comes in. You see Dragon Sergeant goes to the stomp right there. Air Assault comes out from the Hash. Waiting. V comes out from one. It looks like it might have been the Sork right there. Damage hard in the middle. Another V popped out. Super Armor is going to be going for the cleave right there. GTO comes in swinging. Gets a KD on the one. Final damage on a two. And it's Conceal against three for the final round. Main coming in swinging. They call the CTG. And BD might be out of this tournament. And they are. Main are going to be your grand final winners for the console EU tournament.
Wow, really well played. GG to Main and Bawsdeep. This was a really great final. Main took the victory here with the 7-2. Really well played. So this was an intense match. What do you think, Hanso?
I'd just say well done to everyone involved. That was really fun to watch. Bawsdeep got second place. All their players ended up with 15k pearls. Third place went to Arise. All their players ended up with 10k pearls. But number one is Main. Main, number one guild, number one players. 20k pearls for all the fucking players. Let's go.
All right, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you literally bring me on to cast this tournament just so I could cast your guild winning? Is that literally what happened here?
Hey, I mean, anyone could have won. It's not our fault.
All right, we have the winners of the tournament. The first place, Main with Pinder, Taunted, and GTL getting the 20k pearls per player. The second place, Bawsdeep, really well played, nice final. I really liked watching this. They did really well with Survivor, Sin, and Dragon for getting the 15k pearls per player. And the third place, Arise with Pig Butcher, Eternal, and Dodge. This MF with 10k pearls per player. This was our the first European Championship for console EU, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. And what do you think, guys? How did you like the tournament?
It was fun. I appreciate you guys coming on. Chat, thanks for all the support throughout the thing. It was great. I honestly enjoyed it a lot. I'm hopefully in the future I can come to cast more console tournaments because I love casting and seeing some new blood here. I haven't watched a lot of console PvP. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you for coming, because you definitely added the X factor to this to our tournament. And a big thank you for Zect, guys. All these animations you see, all these graphical effects. He spent a lot of time putting it all together. One-man army. So make sure you drop him a like. Make sure you drop him a sub and show him some support. It's not easy to do what he does, but he does get it done for us over here on console, making us look clean.
That honestly, all the graphics and everything, that's insane, man. You did a great job with that.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I tried to make everything look beautiful and epic for. I mean, someone needs to do it for us, right? But we will continue to do those European championships more, probably not like every month or every 3 months or so, because this is a lot of work. But every now and again, we will have different themes, tournaments. And probably also we, with the help of Plebs, and also thanks Armin for joining us. I love your shoutcasting. It makes things 10 times better. It's so good. And yeah, congrats to the winners. And anything you guys want to add?
That's everything I got.
That's everything I got.
All right, guys. Then we are out. As the ending ceremony, we will go over the teams again. After that, we are out. Thanks everyone for watching. We will put this on my YouTube channel with all the timestamps for every match, so you can watch it after if you want. For the giveaway, everyone has please to enter the European Championship Discord. I will solve this giveaway today. There's no other way to do it than a YouTube chat, but we will give the outfits to random people, so we can contact you. Please join this Discord if you want to attend to that. And with that being said, thanks for everything, guys, and we are out.